legally obligated.
Yeah, it had a derpy in there. If I didn't, what would that make me? Somebody with an extra $100 in their pocket they didn't spend on ponies.
Did you already buy them?
No, not yet. But I know what the cost is because I bought the first series.
Yeah, this one has derpy.
Yes, it does.
Oh, Soul Kitty.
Yes, hello, Soul Kitty. Hello, Sir Edward.
All right.
Yay, derpy.
Your cup weirds me out. I thought that because it's yellow at the bottom, so I thought it was beer with a large head.
It's gotta have the derpy side.
It's very blue derpy.
No, she's fine. I think it's just the contrast on the yellow makes her brighter.
No, she's also sideways.
She's fine. Why are you insulting Best Horse?
Because I usually murder her. I would consider this to be okay. I'll go for it one. Well, hello, Soul Kitty, also Edward, Kite, Jurassic, Matt, Sunset, Goforgan, and Ellen.
Thank you for the derps, Jurassic.
Oh, because I was late. Well, we were late because I was giving Michael crap about stuff, and that's very important.
Yes.
Stream has to wait until well, I guess I can do it on camera too, but sometimes it's more fun just to let y'all guess how much I give him crap. Okay.
I wanted to drink poison and he wouldn't let me. As far as
actually, that in a way was what it was. He buys a damn cup at the convention and then he just opens it up and was going to put something in it. I'm like, you should wash it out first. They did. Where did you get that information? It still had the paper from the cup in there,
which marks cleanliness
from the manufacturer.
Yes, they cleaned it.
No, how do you know?
Hey, they never used it. Do you think they pulled it off the thing and one guy was just like...
How do you know if they did or not?
It was very sparkly.
QA tester. They probably tested to verify liquid wasn't leaking.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not. It's a pretty cheap cup.
Nope, I know it is. I usually give it a minute or two. Hello. No, we normally give it a minute or two on that screen because... Some people take a minute or two to get in, and I don't want to just go bam right into things because then they're like, ah. So I usually give it a minute or so. So that's why.
Oh, it's pretty decent.
Derpy?
No, the beer I have in it, in the derpy cup. Derpy cup has beer. I'm not used to starting with a beer, but it's pretty good.
You're not supposed to. It's liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, you're getting sicker. That's the little thing I remember.
Guess we'll just have to keep drinking beer.
No, that was the thing I remember reading, but really it just kind of depends. I think the main thing is don't drink a dark beer followed up by a super fruity drink followed by a dark beer. Don't be mixing it up. That's kind of dangerous. Derpy Cup is +5 to taste to the drink.
Yes, he's correct. It does.
It's also a thermos, so he put a beer in a Derpy thermos.
It's just gonna keep it cold longer. Nothing wrong with that. It's probably gonna do better than your glass.
I put mine in the freezer.
Yeah, it doesn't have a Derpy on it, so it's not as good.
Actually, it does have ponies, though.
It does have ponies.
It does have. It has a mare. Are you saying the mare is ugly?
No, she's good. She's just not Derpy, which is the best one.
Some of those dishware has residual chemicals on them from the manufacturing process. No, not according to Michael. According to Michael, they handed it to a mother, and she painstakingly hand washed it, and then gave it a little kiss on the side, and then put the paper in it, to say how to wash it. So yes, it was that was all in Michael's head. Anyways, in regards to stream stuff, I actually did a little work on this before. I finished off cleaning up back of Pinky's mane, and I think I did something else in this shot. I can't remember, but I did a little bit of cleanup, so that was all done. And then I also was doing Twilight here, cleaning her up. I think, did I do the leg raise before? I think I did that before too. It just felt making a little bit of extra motion. So her eyebrows are done, and I think I might have locked. Yeah, I locked her bones, but I haven't. No, maybe I haven't. No, they are. Oh.
So can you have this feeling once this video is done, you're just gonna go and have the Fluttershy swearing on a loop for 3 days?
It's good. We're getting there. The only thing, or like these two shots are gonna take a little bit, and this shot a little bit, but otherwise these are kind of already done. Like she's not moving at all here. We can, we can just finish up this one. Let's just finish up this one here, so you can be happy because she's swearing. A little bit louder. Maybe like 20. There. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's finish up her swear. What do I have left to do here? Okay, so actually I'm gonna turn that down. That beeping is annoying. Darn tootin'. She's not. Her eyebrows are not fully just surprise. So I'm gonna actually change that. So we're gonna take away sad. I know that's kind of her MO, but we're going to take that away. And then we're going to adjust their positioning. I think that's fine where they are. Oh, that's actually, they're not, it's a little off too. A little higher, but churn them a little bit more. Oh, but just a little bit more. I think that's, ooh, they're not even, they're just kind of floating there.
I just kind of realized the new tongues on these new models are way more detailed than the old ones. They actually have
the new tongue?
Mm-hmm. It's actually like creased in the center.
The other ones were too.
Were they?
I think this one might have more of a crease, but the other ones had a crease.
Definitely more defined.
Okay. Gotta fight that Kappa. The what?
Copa.
Oh, I thought you were talking like, I'm gonna get you, Kappa.
I found out about a 1950s television series.
Oh, Copa. Okay.
Yeah.
Though I had another video that was marked as made for kids, but it was an unlisted one that it was a work in progress. But the problem was it was rocket surgery. So I'm a little concerned that the main video might get hit with it. If I do, that's like number, well, actually right now it's number 1 or 2 on revenue. So yeah, that one would hurt. And that one I'm probably going to dispute as well. Actually, you know what? I think they tried it once before, but then I said that I squished an organic creature into a brain and
nuke an entire high school.
Yeah, and I nuked the high school. So I think that one I think they tried it and I got it back. So
that'd be a hard one to argue against when you nuke a high school and kill everyone, to be like, that's for kids.
Kids is said anything 13 and younger.
Yeah, you just basically did a reenactment of The Day After Tomorrow with high school girls.
The way I see it is, chances are YouTube is getting hit with a ton of these requests. They do not have a large enough dedicated team to look at every individual case specifically, unless it has already been screened. So it's probably that it's by reporting or an automated system that determines if something is made for kids. Then YouTube just flags it because it's safer just to flag it. And then if somebody disputes it, chances are, I would say maybe 4 out of 5 times, they don't even look at the dispute or the video to confirm. They just say, look for keywords. So if I just put in there like, I say fucking shit like 7 times, they're not going to probably go through that video to verify. So
I feel like YouTube has become my parents, and that ponies are immediately just for children, and you shouldn't look into it any deeper than that. If it's got ponies in it, that's for kids.
Yeah, YouTube algorithm.
YouTube algorithm asked Chief Flutter Knife.
Oh, she said that.
Hey, thank you for the derbies, Nolan.
But
Lighten up outside.
yeah, I have to dispute one of them because the Alishai one got called for it, and that one I'm like, there's a pony shooting a gun to shoot down a plane. So, and in the audio, one part of it was originally with a man being shot in the head. I replaced it, but the audio is still a man being shot in the head. So that one I need to dispute. There's no revenue on that one anyway, but it does help viewership. So
Yeah, like the song in it, Shoot to Thrill. That's nice.
Us Chief Flutter Knife.
Thank you for the derpies.
It tries to say, because Twitch does it, the first few letters of the channel plus the name of it. So it's Ozchi, so it's AZGCH.
Yeah.
And then Flutter Knife, so it's Ozchi Flutter Knife. Ozchi's Rick. It's a Flutter Knife.
No. You won't stay.
Silly brownie ponies are for kids. And that's what bothers me is if you look at the bell curve for viewership, the most views that I get are actually males in their 20s, males in their late 20s.
Like us.
So it's like, what? If you go down to the younger age, it's like 3% before it goes down to the 8. You can't see below 13 on your metrics. But so it's at 3% there. If that continues downwards, then why is it made for kids when 1.5% is the audience? I don't get it. It's YouTube being safe. They'd rather anger their audience than anger the government overlords.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of kids, their parents are kind of watching what they watch, and they're going to kind of direct them at the same time. And I'm sorry, but I don't think they're directing them towards your videos. They're directing them towards Baby Shark and Mass.
Baby Shark.
You should that should be your next animation.
No.
Just Baby Shark but with ponies.
Yeah, that's going to be a copyright strike. YouTube moms yell at creators because they made something used like Thomas and Friends. Then it says F word. Then the parents rage against the creator. But at that point, you would indicate on a video that you have swearing. And YouTube can kind of detect if they're swearing, even beeping. So you would indicate that you have swearing in your video. That means that if that parent is going through the videos under an account that is set for kids, it shouldn't even put that in their queue. It should have never even let it be searchable. So that means that the parents are searching under their account, and therefore you're opening up to any type of abuse. It's not even about, so there could be trolls out there to do it too, but also it's creative expression. So, well, I should save up money, but I have come by an Atari 2600. Ooh. I used to have one of those.
It's upstairs.
When was the last time you turned it on?
Before I moved here. It's been a bit. It needs a new, the box that connects it to the TV. And it still uses the little, like, prong things, which I don't think any TV other than an old CRT will even have. But it works.
Didn't you have a laptop or something you were trying to repair?
Yeah.
How's that going?
I had decided I really didn't even need the laptop, so I just kind of put it to the side.
So is it just still sitting on your desk in a corner in pieces?
Yeah. All stacked up real nice. Real nice. Good decoration. No, the Atari works. I just don't use it. I have a copy of Donkey Kong for it and a few other games.
Okay, let's see if it makes sense for me to lower her eyebrows. Hachi derp, take Hachi flutter knife. Hachi stirrup.
Yay, derp. Talking about video games, I sure am looking forward to next week.
You know what? Oh, Deep Rock?
No. A better video game.
Better than Deep Rock?
Yeah.
Well, because Deep Rock gets their big update too.
Yeah, I know, and they're probably going to add audio files, and I'm going to have to go through them, because that's my life now. No, the best game ever to come out in existence. It's coming out next week.
Um,
I'm sure you've been looking forward to it.
let's see here. What game could that be? Michael Simulator.
Yeah, you get to sit and drink beer with Michael. It's pretty much the entire experience.
Kind of what we did this weekend.
Yeah, it's what we're gonna do tomorrow and right now, and probably later in the week.
We're going to Cider Arena Brewery tomorrow afternoon.
Yes. I don't know that I'm gonna join them for food though.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either.
I kind of been eating out a lot lately.
Yep. Conventions, oh boy. There's so much fun, but dear, when it comes to buying food, especially in California. And,
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be eating breakfast on the weekdays for a while.
why breakfast on the weekdays?
Because it's easier to skip breakfast on the weekdays because I'm more distracted. It's easier not to worry about how hungry you are when you're busy.
That looks a little weird. Let's see.
I don't know about you, Sir Edward, but I pre-ordered that thing like back at the beginning of the year. It's taken forever. I'm ready for the pony game. I pre-ordered it the second it came up for pre-order.
Yeah, it's on Switch. We'll probably more than likely be playing it on stream, so.
Yeah. Figure out when we're gonna play it. The sooner the better.
We still have to finish It Takes Two as well, though.
Yeah, but then if you want like viewership, the best time to play
Well,
it would be on release day.
Well, I also feel like you're saying that because you just want me to play it.
Well, no, but you know I'm right. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is, but you're using that as an excuse.
only a little bit. It's an excuse with a proper reason.
It's an excuse with a proper reason.
So it's an excuse, but a good one because it has like validity. Who cares about the wooden and clay dolls divorce when there's ponies to play? Yes, Sir Edward, I agree. Like, screw them and their entire family. I want that kid to go to an orphanage in the end, anyways. Freaking witch child.
No, if there has to be one thing in that book that gets destroyed, it's the damn book.
Yeah. The book needs to burn. The kid needs to go to an orphanage.
Okay, the book needs to go to an orphanage. The kid needs to burn.
Yes. Wait. Yes.
Cares about the wooden and clay dolls divorce. Yeah, there's plenty of play. Are you going to do the Not the Mama skit with Shining Armor and Flurry Heart? No, not that I think of. Also, I don't think. I'm kind of curious what the Flurry Heart model looks like.
Probably as awful as the 2D version.
So,
Nobody bothered to make it. Oh no, there it is.
yeah, so I kind of knew that was going to be the case.
That's
Is they never made a baby version because it's easier. A lot of the reasons that ponies were put out so fast is that it was just copy paste the same like body structure. But making like that small of a child would require a little bit more work.
I know they made the baby cakes.
Yes, but they made the cake, so I was going to say they could probably utilize that. But yeah, this doesn't work so much because Not the Mama doesn't work with when the kid's like 8 years old. But yeah, we were watching actually some of the episodes from Dinosaurs because it's on Disney Plus. For anybody that was not aware that Disney Plus has Dinosaurs to watch,
Yes.
the original Jim Henson show. It's kind of hidden back there.
Forgot how good it was.
Yes, we did have some fun with that.
Yeah, that show is like pretty spot on. It makes me miss sitcoms. I don't know if that's just the old person. Like,
yes.
A little bit. Because they don't really do sitcoms anymore, do they? Not really. Not like Family Matters or Full House or like even like back in like Happy Days. They don't really do those anymore.
Well, speaking of Full House, where did we go?
We went to the Fullest Houses.
Yeah, when we were in California, we went to the Painted Ladies, which are the houses that are shown in Full House in the background.
Yes.
Which,
the opening.
So I'm actually kind of curious. So, like, since we were there, I want to see what the difference is now.
No, there is some difference. They're like the colors that they're right. Yeah, that's them there. But it's a pretty.
Yeah, we stood.
Yeah, we stood right there.
We stood basically right there. That road isn't. No, that was.
That was.
It was different. It went up like this way.
Yeah, I don't think you can drive into the park anymore.
No.
That has you driving into the park. I think it's just a walkway now.
What I laughed about is I think this house has solar panels all across the roof now. Mm-hmm. So like if you were to look at it now, but what I don't remember is that is the city view from there. It is an excellent view of the city. So
the park
it is pretty cool. Crap. Yeah, the park is kind of crap. How was the bathroom there?
Very unclean.
Nifty. Or one of these houses has in the window, like, hashtag pink painted lady. Like, they'd have a Twitter account for their house.
Mm-hmm. All those houses are probably, like, there's probably an agreement with the city to keep them more or less the same.
There was a cop sitting right here. So they're just under watch, too, from people being butts.
Yeah, trying to vandalize the houses.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they were in the opening to an old sitcom from the 90s.
But yeah, we do have some video and stuff on that. I just haven't had the chance to. There's a couple of things I want to get done first, and then I want to start poking at some of the video from our trips to San Francisco.
There was actually a lot of really nice parks that had really nice bathrooms throughout San Francisco. That park just wasn't one of them. Like the bathrooms at the bathhouses we went to, that was really nice.
Well, that was a whole building. It wasn't just a public bathroom.
But they had like gift shops and stuff there. So it was just a nicer setup. And then of course the what was it, the art park? That was super nice.
Michael is becoming a connoisseur of public bathrooms.
Yes, because I had to use them every 2 minutes.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I used I think it was the day we were traveling, I used the restroom when we left the house, and then when we got to the hotel, and I think in that time you used it 8 times, I counted.
You need to drink more water.
Yeah, that's the thing is, if you don't want to need to use the bathroom, just dehydrate yourself. Perfect. Retain that water.
Right.
I'm really bad about drinking water. I've been trying to do it more, and I've actually for a while I was setting an alarm because I would just get thirsty and be like, well, I could get up to get a drink, or I can spend this 20 seconds working on something.
Did the public look at us weird for the pony stuff? No, not really.
Public? What public? Because that kind of, I mean, we didn't really like carry around pony stuff when we were browsing the city.
I was wearing a pony hat.
Yeah, but that, unless somebody stopped to really look at your hat, they're not going to really catch it.
I think some people were wearing pony shirts. I think you were wearing a pony shirt.
The day we went in and the day we left, I was.
Yeah.
But it was also kind of a sepia or monochrome simpler shirt. It wasn't like big and flashy with like just big rainbow dash or something.
I think San Francisco is just the kind of city that sees a lot of weird crap all the time, and they just don't care. No,
I had at least 2 people. 3 that came up to ask me during the convention, because I had the camera and so I'd back off to do some video stuff, and there's people walking up and down the stairs, and some people just asked me a question like, so what's all this about the one guy was like big suit and tie, and he was like super chill about everything. He's like, no, that's really cool. You guys, are getting all together with friends to kind of share common interests. Like, that's super cool. Hope you guys have a good time. And it was just, he looked like the most business guy possible, and he was just like super excited to have people having fun. So, but he probably was there for the previous convention was probably like all stuck up and boring, and then seeing people have fun might be in his wheelhouse. But then there's another lady that was kind of like, huh. Mm-hmm. Well, I've never heard of that before. And I'm like, and she kind of got a little negative on it, and so I kind of pushed back on it a little bit. She goes, "Oh no, I mean no offense. It's just really weird." And I'm like, "Okay, well that is meaning offense."
Did you say that to her?
No.
Oh, I was like, "Oof!" I could see you saying that to her, but still, oof.
What is it? It's like, I don't mean to be offensive, but this is a bunch of bullshit. It's like, no, that's being offensive.
I don't mean to be offensive, but you're a freak. No, I think the one when we went out the first day, Wednesday, and we were touring the pier, we went to an In-N-Out Burger, and there was the one of the cashiers there saw that I was wearing, I think it was like a Cider Fest shirt, and he's like, "Oh, is that actually happening still?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's happening, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Oh, cool. I keep wanting to go," or something. It was kind of like that, but that was kind of nice.
Michael, the convention salesman.
Hey, he just saw horses. He got excited, because who doesn't get excited when they see horses? No, San Francisco was fun.
Definitely not somewhere I'd want to live.
Like if I was rich, maybe.
Because it is expensive.
It's very, very pretty, though. But yeah, unless you have a lot of change in your pocket, you're not going to be able to afford to live out there.
You went to In-N-Out. Ooh, yeah, I mean, In-N-Out's fine. I think their burgers I'm okay with. Their fries are a little dry. I would prefer somewhere else their fries.
I kind of view it as it's food.
I like their cheese. The cheese they use in there is really thick. It's really good. I like the cheese, but everything else, yeah, it's just it's fast and it's easy. Oh, and the milkshakes are also pretty good.
I didn't have their milkshake.
Yeah, their milkshakes are good.
No, I don't.
Michael, I agree with Sunset. You should make a new YouTube channel called Public Toilet Explorations and Review.
Yes.
That's perfect.
This year, I know.
But it's like you can't bring the toilet in there, and so it's just a camera outside being like, and now I shall enter this public restroom. You come back out, it's good.
When we were up at that lookout place, I did kind of really want you to take a picture of
that toilet was a military toilet. That's a little different.
It was just a straight up military toilet. It was just solid metal. And it just
no sink,
and it just wanted you to hate it and hate life, because there was like an old base up there that was built in like the late 1800s and appeared to have been hastily updated like during the Second World War. And the one thing they kept functioning, hard quotation marks,
it's a hole,
was the bathroom. Well, I'm sure somebody comes to empty the hole.
It was a porta potty just without the porta.
Yeah.
It was just a literal hole in the ground that you put the poop in.
I'm sure somebody comes and pumps it.
It didn't even have a septic tank. It was nothing. It was just a hole.
They have to pump it at some point.
No, it's just there's poop from 1884 in there.
But yeah, so like I was like enthralled with this toilet that had been functioning since like probably the 1800s.
Yeah, that's the same one. Like maybe President Roosevelt sat on that.
It's possible.
Yeah. We pooped on the same toilet as Roosevelt.
Yeah, I mean, many a brave man pooped in that toilet. So you got to respect the commode, the chain of commode. Get it? It's a toilet joke. It's funny. Thank you, Sir Edward.
It's
magical commode.
I feel like she needs to.
Hey, if it was a mythical
Look around.
beast, what would it be called? If it was a mythical beast, what would it be called? The toilet.
Is that the name?
No.
The toilet?
It would be the Komodo dragon. But it'd be a real dragon.
I need a second drink for that one. I spent too much time with draft.
Yes. It's unfortunate.
Right.
Party apples. Party apples. Party apples.
And I posted in the supporter chat of something else I was working on that we might do on the side here too. I want to make a promo for Windy City because I haven't made a video promo for a convention in like 3 years. So I'm working on something. So I might, depending on time, start poking at that. But I also want to have this done well before the convention too. So, but that's why I'm working on stuff on the side. I want to try to see what we can do.
Party apples. Party apples. Party apples.
Okay. I'd call it the Forbidden Shit Pit. Forbidden Shit Pit. I like that too. Hello, Darath. I had third account because I always forgot my passwords. Yeah, actually, that makes sense. That's why I got a password manager because, well, for one, because of the YouTube stuff, I don't want to lose accounts, but because also I forget them a lot.
Just do like,
And so you start making simpler passwords that then just people can get access to. So
just do like my grandmother. She just has like a notepad.
that's what Kyle does.
Yeah, and just writes them all down.
But then that's just.
I mean, if somebody breaks into your house and steals it, yeah. But you got a lot of things to worry about at that.
What if you're not at your house?
What do you mean?
What if you're away?
Still would have to break in.
No, but what if you need access to an account when you're not at home?
Well, then you should have thought about that.
Yeah, that is.
At home.
That's why I have a password manager, so it's on my phone and it's through Thumbprint. So if I ever need to access anything or unlock on my phone, I can do it through there. Otherwise, I have the app here, and I have browser extensions, and all of that's through a single password. So you can say that's like a book. Like, you know, what if they get access to that single password? Even if they did, though, they can't access your account unless they're at a computer that has already accessed your account. Because when I go to download the app, thank you for the follow, Rat. When I go to access the account, it asks for that password, and when I enter the password, it's going to say, "Okay, now we need your validation key because it's a new device." So that is a huge, long, random string of stuff that they will only give you once from the password people, and so I put it in a box and it's locked away. And so even if they get the password, they cannot access it unless they get to a device that I've already given permissions to go through. So that's another level on top of that. And my phone actually doesn't use password, it's thumbprint. So even if somebody did get my phone, they can't access it because they need my thumbprint.
I don't 100% like the idea of a password I can't just know off the top of my head. Just in case, like,
No,
then you're completely dependent on something else outside of yourself to remember your password. And if that
the password I have
for some reason messes up, you're screwed.
But no, the password I can get on my PC, my tablet, my laptop, and my phone. It's all the password. It's just it's like 24 characters is my password, but it's one I wrote.
Okay,
so that one's a me one. Okay. But if I want to add a new device on top of that, say I sit down at a computer and I want to access my account, then I would need that verification code. But that's the thing about having it on the phone is if I go somewhere and I don't have that app on the computer for it, I can just look up the password on my phone. And then I can see it and I just type in what it says because it's all random gibberish. So
I think it's nice that you can tie a lot of things through Google, your Google account now.
Yeah, that's what one of the extension here is 1Password. I have that set up. Yeah. And so if I go to use it, if I am idle for 10 minutes on my computer, it will log me out of my password manager and I log back in. So I can go if I'm constantly using it, it'll keep me logged in. But otherwise, it's just being careful. Not everybody's going to need that. Oh, and everything's set up for 2-factor as well. I think I have 16 different accounts under 2-factor authentication. So, and my password manager lets you do 2-factor through that, but that seems removing the need for having two-factor. So I have my two-factor done separately. So
You know the best way to remember.
Sunny Zoomies, welcome.
You know the best way to remember your password?
Apples.
Make all your passwords password. Huh? And be like, what's my
Fluttershy is what I agree with.
Never forget.
She's got swearing hiccups. Actually, no, that's the look right there.
Oh yes, that is Anchor Shy. She's like,
Kind of. I don't know what that is.
it's
She's looking at a small bug.
yes, that's her. Like she's trying to pretend like she's still paying attention.
very
but
fast
she's
bunny.
really trying to like she's spacing out. That is.
I think I can just lock this. I think I'm good on the basic animation for her. So I'm just going to lock it and see what we get. I can guarantee you this hit main is just going to...
Party party apples.
Oh, yeah, it's messy.
Timing.
I'm probably going to redo it. Anyway, let's see. When she's all... Oh, yeah, maybe I should have done this first.
Party apples.
Hello, Sunny Zoomies.
I met Sunny Zoomies on Midprem stream last night.
Did you? Fantastic.
Party apples.
She was doing Midprem things.
Which is never good. Always terrifying.
Well, the result was that picture I sent, and then you were like saying this is toxic. So,
Was I wrong?
no,
Well,
but that's why I made it.
Yeah. It's also amazing. Like a cup with a derpy on it, filled with poison. Amazing but toxic.
So I get facial identification because people are forgetful. Even then, facial identification is pretty easy to spoof. It's a little better now. It used to be that you could just put up a picture of the person and they could be like, okay, now it does look for kind of 3D, but even then I've seen them get bypassed a lot. Finger scanning you can kind of too, but that's a lot harder to spoof. And even then, like two fingerprints don't have, or it doesn't have to be identical. Two that are similar enough could probably trigger it, but what are the chances that somebody falls in that margin? So but still, it's something. It's most of that stuff is being a deterrent, not about being a actually being protection.
Party apples. Apples.
Okay, so okay, this is going too far forward. I just gotta go a little further back.
Apples.
I just found it humorous growing up that my parents, their front door was just a glass door
Timing.
to get into the house. So like, and then they went and put a bolt lock on the door. Like I can see.
It's a deterrent though, because breaking
Sure.
glass is loud. It's breaking and entering.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess even if you have shimmy a lock, it's probably considered breaking and entering. But it's more obvious that you were there, and it's loud. I can understand that. You're going to deter people. If it's just a screen,
This is a screen.
and you put a bolt lock, that's why I don't think screens have bolt locks, because they're like,
No, my last house did.
really?
Yeah, there was a bolt lock on the screen door. There was a bolt lock on. Well, no, I don't think there was a bolt lock on the main door. I think it was only on the screen door.
Same for PC parts, mainly a Trifan 2050. Are they still selling 2050s? My graphics cards are getting in a much better spot right now.
Yeah, they
like
are.
you just replied to Calpain.
Yeah.
Doing the 3080. I think John's gonna go to Micro Center over this weekend because you can buy 3070s there flat out now for more than MSRP. But
I would still
much.
recommend the 3060 Ti over the 3070, but that's just me. Because the price is a little bit better on the TIs, and I think they actually have.
The 3070 Ti is the only ones I saw there. I didn't think I saw.
3070 Ti. I thought you said 3070.
No, I was telling him to go 3070 because the price is still 100 and something more. Yeah. But you can say that, yes, but a 3070 is going to be already overkill for what he has.
Yeah.
So why go and pay more for something that is just going to be extra overkill?
Well, I think the from what I was seeing, the 3060 Ti was a little cheaper than the 3070. That was what I was getting at.
Yeah, it's a little cheaper. At that point,
They're pretty close. At that point, you kind of just want to look at pricing.
I think the 3070 is still a better deal because it's, even though there might be close on some things, I think that like some of the bus speeds and stuff are like I think the memory bandwidth is higher on the 3070.
Yeah, it is.
I think it goes from like 192 to 256 or something, and yeah, she looks so happy to swear. She is. I mean, they aren't quite so happy, but she does enjoy it. She learned it from Angel.
Oh no, this is what she gets for talking to animals. She's got an animal mouth now.
Okay, so a couple questions on this. Can I see this clip her leg?
Apples.
No, so I can leave that as is. It does extra flop, but
Party party. Apples.
because down here I can see that it really does flop around. That's more than I would normally want, but I can't see it, so whatever. Her tail,
Party party. Apples.
you can't actually see it from here, so I'm probably just going to get rid of most of it. So I'm just going to smooth that first, and then we're going to just inify it.
Party apples. Party apples.
So you can see her tail moving a little bit right there,
Talk about Angel Bunny.
but only a little bit. After that, since I can't see it, I'm not going to worry about the tail. I'm done with tail. That actually makes this rule a lot easier. That tail is annoying because it's always hitting the ground. So then technically that part should be staying still because it's grounded, and the rest should move. Makes the tail. I think I'd had to do that in is it this shot? Yeah. Like when she looks up, I had to make sure her like that part of the tail didn't move and stuff. So
Party party. Apples.
when the camera gets zoomed in.
I was thinking about they brought up Angel Bunny, and there's an Angel Bunny Fluttershy episode that probably ranks as the weirdest episode for me. It's the one where they body swapped. Felt like a fan fiction.
Did you say Twilight and Angel?
No, Fluttershy and Angel did like a body swap episode. It was weird.
Best Buy got some for like 500. 500 for a 2050?
20.
Well, yeah, 3090 Ti. Nobody needs that. Like, if you're buying a 3090 Ti, it's because you're rich. It's useless. Even a 3090 alone is. If you're playing, like, I have now a 4K TV that does 120 hertz. A 3090 would be beneficial to help with that, but a 3080 Ti is probably the better deal because that does very close to the performance of 3090 without some of the other things.
The crazy high cost.
Well, no, they're still crazy high. A 3090 Ti is still gonna, or 3080 Ti is still going to cost you like about $1,200 right now.
Yeah.
No, probably more. I think that's MSRP. So, but that would be a better deal. It's all about just balancing that stuff off. But even at a 2050 or 500 still seems high because I think I technically got my 3060 for I think 400, but I got it at MSRP a year and 3 months ago. So it was before prices shot through the roof.
Yes.
Has anybody ever reached 35,000 for Michael in charge? Yes, like I think we've done like 8 or 9 of them. There's a couple people that have like 150 or 200,000 points.
They hold on to them to spare me.
Also, because doing it every stream it would kind of lose some of its value.
Yes.
I've thought about upping the cost because of them, but then I also feel like I'm removing the ability for people that are coming in new to be able to touch that. So I want to find some way for people to burn points in a different way, like the 100,000 points or something. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet.
I don't even know what I would do half the time.
Yeah, it's usually just him. Sometimes he thinks about it, but normally he doesn't. It's a lot of coffee cups. It is
Because I become complacent.
Jam Flutterfish swears Angel Bunny gets a pair of wings. Oh, then he's just covered in wings. It's probably for every hair on his body. I really want to try animating SFM shit once I get a model commissioned. It looks fun. So the nice thing is, if you know what kind of model base it's going to be, you can say that you know that the model you're going to get commissioned is using like the same. These are the revamp models. This is the base. You can actually animate the entire thing for the most part on these revamp models, and then when you get the commission done, just copy paste it and you're done. That's kind of the nice thing about the revamp models.
Yeah, I was seeing the 3060
or any of them
just for around 500, which is why I was like, that's where I would go right now. But
I have a 3060 and a 3080, but the 3080 is for gaming, the 3060 is for encoding. So I went the cheapest 30 card possible to get the NVENC, because the NVENC chip is the exact same across all cards. So whether or not you have a 3090 or a 3060, it's the same hit to the card and it's no better performance. So I went the cheapest one possible. So I have no gaming intent on it at all. I could, but it's it can encode up to 3 streams at once, and it currently is. It's actually doing that right now because I do my screen, my camera, and then Twitch, and so it's doing it 3. So my processor would not. But processor had difficulty keeping up with 1.
Apples.
Okay, so her main here is definitely overly floppy. So we're going to...
it's kind of crazy thinking about how this stream currently has 230 era graphics cards to make it run decent.
Well, no, I could take that. My graphics card, the game or SFM doesn't run any different on the 3080 as it did with the 1080 Ti.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter. When I'm gaming, it makes a big difference. And then the other one that actually the CPU. What is my GPU running at for percentage wise right now? It is running at about. It's actually running at 100% right now, but that's a lie.
You calling your computer a liar?
No, it's.
What'd you do? You broke everything.
Control-Alt-Delete. We're going to look at performance. GPU, it says 78%. And video encoding is right now using 50% of its video encoding capability. If I were to up the bit rate, that would go higher. So, but yeah, so it's running 3 video streams and only at 50% of what it can do. So.
His GPU temps.
What are the temps?
54 degrees Celsius, which is
54.
Yeah, 54 is good for GPU temp.
Oh yeah. It's running 54, but it's because again it's a 3060, so it's low power. Because if I got a beefier one, it's doing the same exact thing, but now it's pushing more power through, meaning I'm spending more on my electric bill, I'm spending more on the card, and I'm building more heat. And the CPU I have in there is a 10400. So I actually could do a little bit better in that regard because I have my stream PC is actually an Unraid server, and then the stream PC portion of it is a virtual machine of Windows that is running from there. Because of that, if I hit my Unraid server with a lot of CPU push, it actually can cause the stream to lag because the CPU doesn't have enough to do that. So I'm actually keeping an eye right now to make sure if it's keeping it below. And I have the most it's hit is 64%, but I've had it get to like 90 something percent, and then I'll actually see some frames drop because I see 90%, but that other 10% could be the Unraid server doing something. So I want to upgrade the CPU, but the motherboard I have has no available BIOS to upgrade to 11th gen, meaning the best I can do is a 10700, and they're more expensive than the 11700s. I do not want to put a 10900 in there. That's way too much heat. So I'm looking into getting a 10700 at some point, but I'm waiting for like some big sale to happen because I'm okay with what I got.
Sales.
But if I do that, it means that I can pull from the Unraid server while I'm streaming. Right now, I don't want to because it would lose frames on stuff. It's a very complicated setup I got going on. Yeah, Blur's got 218,000. Jeez.
I wonder how you used to stream.
Should I go with the 3050 for 389? It depends. So yeah, the temps on my GPU right now are like 54 degrees. But I have a quiet case, so it's a fully enclosed be quiet case. It has some fans in there, but they're running at their lower settings. But it's because I'm just not hitting it that hard normally. But it has 5 hard drives in there spinning too, so there's that too. But it just has a fan to pull in, a fan to pull out, and then whatever's on the GPU. And then I did replace the CPU cooler with my old Noctua, one of the bigger chunkier ones that was on my old PC, to help with the cooling the CPU, because I could maybe keep it from thermal throttling as much, because the one I had on there was pretty bad. You think the 11th gen? Nope. Nope. The 11th gen motherboards don't have DDR5. Well, for one, even if they did, I wouldn't want to spend more on memory. I have 16 gigabytes in there right now. It's plenty for stuff. I don't need any more than that. But even if it did, I don't need to buy new sticks. But I think that the 12th gen is the only one that has DDR5 capability, I think.
DDR5 is still crazy expensive.
Yeah, it's crazy expensive. It's not as proven. The technology is improving. And for streaming stuff, it's just not needed. DDR3 would be enough. So I'm just not worried about it. But Darath, what like resolution and frame rate are you targeting? For your monitor, is it a 1080 monitor, 60 hertz? Is that what you tend to keep into the future? What games are you intending to play? That's really the two big questions when it comes to what graphics card is worth it.
Yes, dancing horses.
Well, 100,000 points for Argo to send the viewer a thermos of hot coffee. Well, I guess you can send a thermos of hot coffee. It's not going to be hot when it gets there.
We expect the thermos back. Those are expensive.
Some of those are difficult because then I have to request people's address, and that gets sketchier. So, not to say I haven't. We did the Rathalos giveaway like a year or something ago, and the 3 people that won, I had to get their address, and so I sent them the stuff in the mail. So, and they got it. That was all pretty cool. It actually went really smooth. Thankfully, it was all people in the U.S. and Canada, because I kind of forgot that, like, outside of those really areas, there's weird laws when it comes to gifting or giveaways, and I don't know any of those laws outside the U.S. Okay, so I think I smoothed her main. The only thing should I keep her main kind of, because like right now, this is defying gravity. Mm-hmm. I think when she turns her head, I am going to.
I mean, it looks fine to me.
No, it's pretty easy. You take this and you do this.
I mean, they're flying horses. They already defy gravity.
When she turns her head, though, it just kind of goes nuts. That's just stupid. We're gonna fix that a little bit too. Okay, a little bit too much.
And I have no idea how big their planet is. Maybe they got like the moon's gravity over there.
You know, maybe that's just everything. I'm just gonna hit it with like about that much more in, and this one I'm just gonna hit with a little bit more. There.
Maybe they're all just standing on a flatly curved part of a plane.
On a ring.
Yeah, well, part of one.
Yeah. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Ooh, that sounds nice. Fancy horse pog. I see that. That is very fast.
Yes.
Poggin. Brain has thought some kind of digital card game. 1,000 per card draw. Views pay points to either Argo or Michael to pull cards. There is. I'm trying to think of a way to automate that. Streamlabs has some functions for doing little mini games and stuff within the chat. There's options like that would kind of work. Maybe. But really at that point you could just say the 1,000 to draw a card. Yeah, I guess now that I think about it, that would just be what that is. Yeah, I'll see. But if it was 1,000 per card draw and then somebody decided to spend 200 in a row, all right, that's how we're doing today.
You should do a thing where people pay points, and then I get to put a pony on you for the rest of the remainder of the stream.
Midprem has like the put on a hat, but she made it 300 points, and so like And I think like the hydrate is 200 points, and so I could save up for like Art Slave, but I never do because I just go and spam hydrate 5 times in a row, or like put on 7 hats.
I love when enough people spam hydrate. They'll just keep spamming hydrate until just be like, I guess I'm just gonna go out and drown in the pool.
She did go do that.
Yes.
Like the one time she went and just jumped in the pool to make up for all the hydrates.
Here's a nice pool. Is it 7? Mm-hmm. Always like 1 drink an hour, otherwise you get like angry drunk and start to hit me.
Yeah, worse than the sober hitting,
Yes,
angry and
it's
hitting
so
you.
much worse. I'll go another beer.
Are you gonna just drink through all your beers?
Yeah, I'll get something else from Monday.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take another one. I found the monitor, mind you. I've gotten this for free because I work at a storage place. Hey, free is free. LG 32-inch. Okay, yeah. So, 3050. No. So essentially, you're very close to what I have. Yours is bigger. It's a 32. I have a 28-inch. 28-inch. I mean, the side I have the 4K TV that's separate, but I have it's a 28-inch Aegon. They don't even make this monitor anymore. 2K 165 hertz. I have a 3080, and unless I'm playing a low-end game, I'm still not capping the frame rate for the monitor. If you were, say, doing 1080 60, 3050 Ti or 3050, that range perfectly fine. Would be great. If you're starting to get into either 1080 144 hertz or 2K 60 hertz, then you might want to look getting to like the 3060 Ti or 3070. So I have a 3080. It's overkill for kind of doing 2K 144 hertz. But if you're wanting to really take advantage of that resolution, a 3050 Ti is going to kind of disappoint you. That's the sweet spot is usually about a 3060 Ti or 3070 for 2K in the higher refresh range. Michael has gone post derpies.
Michael is gone. Post derpies.
Has redeemed Hydrate for 500 coffee cups. Did it? Oh no, I don't think I have. Do I have Hydrate on? I don't think I have Hydrate on. No, I have Hydrate disabled. I just didn't see a need because I drink enough as it is. I see a stupid face though.
I see derpies.
There is derpies.
Yes, derpies.
Drink water. Become hydrated. No, I have water. See, it's water.
Yeah, it's just weird brown water.
See, you can see me right through it. Right? It's pretty good. Rainbow Dash. Okay. For those that are new, we do have something called Stupid Face. And so if you've seen some of the shorts I put on YouTube recently, a lot of those came from Stupid Faces. Otherwise, it's just I just make something stupid really quick. So, well, I would say really quick, but it hasn't really been that quick. Okay, we're gonna go rainbow. Do we have an idea of a theme or anything, or are you just gonna do the let Michael pick?
Don't make me pick. I'll run out of ideas, and then we're all.
So the derp. Wait, we gotta post this one.
Yeah. Oh, more derps. Yes, good derp. It's good derp.
Michael is
Oh
gone.
no, this is
Post
Michael's
derpies.
way post derpies.
Okay, so we got. You can decide. Okay, so we got rainbow. And what are we gonna? What's Michael? What is rainbow gonna say?
What's she gonna say? It's you're doing a 15 AI. Okay.
That's quick.
She can say, hold on.
I'm just doing setup because I know you take forever.
It would take forever. I just realized I had to do it 2 seconds ago. She could be like, hippopotamuses are squishy.
What?
I don't know. Hippopotamuses are something. You figure out the other half. What are hippopotamuses? Good enough. I feel like that's really wrong, but hippopod. are my biggest. Hippopotamus are like no, that's mean. Wow.
Hippopotamuses are what?
Hippopotamuses are gerbils in disguise. They're made up of lots of gerbils. And it's in a big hippopotamus suit. Wait, why are we killing the hippos? Shouldn't it be death to gerbils?
Hippopotamuses are gerbils in disguise. Death to hippopotamuses.
This sounds nothing like hippopotamus.
I need to change. We're gonna do that. Okay, it's closer.
Hippopotamuses, gerbils.
It makes noises. Friend, I made a whole announcement pack for Luke Air Chill using MLP section for 59. It's a lot of fun playing around in here. Do you know they have chocolate Jack Daniels ice cream? I've had their chocolate. I don't know about their ice cream.
Hippopotamuses are gerbils in disguise. Death to hippopotamuses. Hippopotamuses are gerbils in disguise. Death to hippopotamuses. Hippopotamuses are gerbils in disguise.
I like how they get colors for each and every one different.
For different what?
Depending on the character, you get different colored sound waves.
Mm.
And that's a nice little
touch. Death to hippopotamuses.
I like the first part of that one.
Hippopotamuses are gerbils in disguise. Death to
You're essentially doing what I do every time I have free time right now.
Death to hippopotamuses.
For hours. If you're looking for the correct spelling of hippopotamuses, it's on the screen now.
Why would I need a different spelling?
Poo.
I've got the right spelling.
Hippopotamuses are gerbils in disguise.
Well, it's a lot of gerbils in there.
Hippopotamuses are gerbils in disguise. Death to hippopoo.
That's perfect.
I'll have to take your word.
Okay. So for those that don't know SFM, that's very particular on the way it's saved. So it's kind of already, I basically have Audacity already set up to always export directly what it wants. So I just bring it in here, even though it's going wave to wave, it's the wave that SFM wants. So that's kind of what
I'm already imagining a hippo body with a gerbil's head. It's amazing.
I'm going to guess that I don't even have a hippo.
Why don't you have a hippo? There's a hippo, but it's just a head. And you're supposed, or do you have a gerbil body? Put the gerbil hippo's head on the gerbil's body, so it can look like the gerbil's wearing a hippo mask. Is that little gray thing a hippo? Hey, you got the hippo head. Just find a mouse body or something.
It says there's a hippo in here.
There's no hippo. Unless that gray thing's a hippo.
This gray thing? It's a key.
No, the
this thing? Oh, that's
probably
that's
hippo.
probably a hippo.
Oh, just now find a mouse body to put that on. Some sort of rodent. Use. No, try rat. Yeah. Oh no, that's not a rat. Why are you laughing so evilly?
Because it's like no coupons.
Oh no, that's a mole rat. I guess that kind of works. Not great.
We're gonna do it, but I just kind of want to make her say things.
It's going to be a hippo. It's not even fuzzy.
See, look, they're already done.
It doesn't look anything like a gerbil.
You said it'll work.
I was wrong. It looks like just a tiny hippo body now. well. It's a beautiful creature. That's her hippo. We did it. We did it, everyone. Science has gone just far enough. Oh no. What happened to that poor gerbil's body?
I gave it a hippo head. There we go.
Gerbil has nipples.
And now...
Now I see the real reason you wanted this. Because it's already got a bunch of preloaded animations.
Baby. Still go.
It's a hippo.
Okay, so there we go. It's a hippo rat. And then
Yes.
I need to load the audio, but because I've already loaded the model library, I can't load the sound library. That's why I loaded those models first. So now I don't have to worry about it. Only an issue because I have too much crap. Nipple the hippo?
The hippo does have
That's-
nipples.
That sounds like that would be the name of like a hippo in a kids show if it was run by wrong people. Well, look, kids, here comes my friend Nipple the hippo, and it's just like he comes out there just going, "Aw!"
Of course. That's what hippos do.
Some fishnets.
It's part of their like mating dances.
Well, if this thing doesn't work out, might as well use a hippogriff. Oh, I guess there is hippogriffs too. I think it's this one I have that right. Yeah.
They are the hippos.
Okay, so we're gonna probably extra half-ass the lip syncing on this because it's gonna be kind of long otherwise.
Yeah, just puppet it. Because I have this deep inner feeling that this one's not gonna make your shorts.
Oh no, I like what she says. Oh,
Already crashed. That was quick.
it's something with that it comes up with on the search when I search H. I killed it, so it's an easy fix. It means I just search for something else at the beginning first.
I'm kind of imagining a game of Hungry Hungry Hippos, but the hippos eat Rainbow Dash.
They're just little Rainbow Dash balls.
Yes.
I was actually looking for bad fanfics to prep for Winnie City if the panel gets accepted, which probably will. And I found one that it's basically a book version of AC/DC's "We Have Big Ball," the Big Ball song. Mm-hmm. It's just a fake version of it, and it makes a joke at the end in regards.
Is there any ponies
It's pretty
in
funny.
it?
Yeah, there's ponies.
Oh,
it's just
good.
playing off the same joke that the song does. And thank you very much, Nolan, for the gift subs. And
yes.
congrats to Gaforgon, Lunarel, Oblago 133, Happiness Bunny, and X71N. Thank you very much. And happy Friday to you.
X71N feels like somebody just like slapped their hand on the keyboard. And then
No,
yep,
no,
that's
that is what those accounts look like when that want to make you famous.
Ah. I do want to be famous, but only with old ladies. That's why I need my own cooking show. Someday. Like today, in Cooking with Michael, I'm going to show you how to microwave ramen.
You should know how to make coffee using a paper towel and microwaved water.
I made coffee, didn't I?
It was disgusting.
It was delicious.
It says you.
Yeah, well, I'm right, so.
Okay. Oh, and that's the mole rat. We got to go for the other mole rat. There we go. Okay. So it's right there.
Hippopotamuses are gerbils.
That's gotta be like the easiest thing to make a television show about is just cooking.
Hippopotamuses are
Did you ever watch those things?
The what?
The cooking shows where they cook stuff just in front of a camera. They just follow a recipe, then they show you how to put it together, and then they can't mess it up because they always have like the thing already pre-made, like just below the table. Like, that show writes itself. Like, literally, you just open up a cookbook and there's the show. Seems like a pretty easy gig.
Okay, just a little bit of angry eyes. I'm gonna have her be a little bit angry.
All those Michaels and rainbows.
There's a lot of Michaels and stuff. Rain Hippo Dash Uno.
That's a fanfic I don't want to read.
Coffee is coffee. Well, coffee made with a paper towel diaper. Like he literally put the coffee in there,
Yeah,
and then just dunked it in like he was trying to drown a baby.
Like you want a tea bag. And that needs to be something that you can invent. You know how like teas in little bags? What they have like coffee grounds in little bags, and you just let it sit in a cup of hot water.
Actually, if you want to cup a cup of coffee, you can just take normal coffee grounds, throw it into a cup of coffee, stir it around, and then filter it out.
But you just keep having it in the bag, and it just filters out for you, or a paper towel.
I'm guessing there's a good reason why that doesn't work, but I don't know what that is. So I would say that, you know, you could say I invented something, but somebody had to have already tried it, and it probably didn't work. Paper towel coffee. There's a video for it, so if anybody's a sub or a patron, if you go on our Discord in the supporter chat, I think it's pinned on there. There's the video. I've got to make more of those. I meant to do that, like make some more like extras where it's just you being stupid.
Well, that whole thing was just a response to your video making coffee. Because you did like a serious video on how to make coffee.
Yeah, I did a serious video, and then you're like, no, I want to make a video. So it wasn't a response to, you just got excited that, you know, maybe you could do things too.
And only to like mock you, though.
Uh-huh. I made it because people wanted me to make it. You made yours because you're a butt.
Yes. And which one has more views? I actually have no idea.
I actually don't think that even matters when it comes to that. If it was a public thing, it would be different. And in that case, it would probably be yours because it's stupid shit.
Yeah, the internet does love stupid shit.
Hippopotamuses are gerb.
You could try making meat bread again.
So I'm trying to just do some quick rough animating for her.
Don't squish that horse. I love the main six. It's hard to think that the new ponies will ever have the level of like...
Well, you saw the picture of Hitch. He's definitely a pretty cool pawn.
I did like the newest episode of all the little short episodes. You've seen it yet?
Mm-mm.
There's a pretty cute moment in it that I was like, oh. But I don't know. It's gonna be hard to beat. I mean, Derpy's forever gonna be best horse, so that role's already filled. I'm just waiting for the flashback episode where they are like, here's all the characters you love, but in the G5 animation. And then I'll be super happy. They committed lots of property damage in Maritime Bay and almost committed manslaughter. Yes, Sir Edward, you've seen the episode. Fantastic. It was a fun episode. They fit a lot into 5 minutes. I'm starved for pony content. Of course, I've seen them. Sir Edward, I'm still actively working on my pony mod for Deep Rock, so maybe that'll give you some pony content. I can understand people thinking I'm not still working on it because it's taking forever, but yeah, I'm still working on it.
No, you're not. We're gonna have an update in like a week.
I've taken to keep myself motivated to watching free movies on YouTube while I work on it. Yesterday, I rewatched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
There's supposed to be a TV show for that coming out soon.
Really? Now they have a lot of good movies just free on YouTube. I think before that I rewatched Idiocracy. That's okay.
It has its moments, but overall it's just a dumb movie.
I did watch it a lot when I was younger, but I watched the made for TV version, and the made for theater version quite a bit different. And between the two, I prefer the made for TV version because it's a little less oof. But it's a good movie. I did enjoy it. I'm try to work on it a bit more tonight if I don't get too beard up, but we'll see. No promises.
Oh, her arms are locked. Let's see that. Oh, I could probably lock her thighs though.
I'm glad you enjoyed the coffee video, Blur.
I'm doing Michael's coffee right now, and I'm hurting on the inside. It hasn't been 2 minutes. Oh, you've never seen that before? But also, I got to comment on his video
Yes.
too.
Some of the best parts. The parts were just like, clearly.
Like you kept looking, I kept saying, "Look at the camera," because he kept staring at me because he just wanted to see what I was going to do about it.
I'm gonna look at the camera. That's weird. Like, how weird would it be if I just staring into all your souls?
That's what
Right
you do
now.
now.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Ooh. That's how you know it's happening. It's the woo noises. Okay, I'm done. Enough soul staring for the moment. What is happening? Look away.
She's
It's gotten really stupid.
She's making weird noise.
Just that face. It's so good.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna fix that. Wait, nope, that was done wrong because I didn't have next selected. So, okay.
You're craving a tall, large glass of milk? I don't think I've had just a glass of milk in a very long time. I mean, that's how all they have you drink in school is milk or chocolate milk, or we had strawberry milk. I don't know if everybody got strawberry milk. Maybe we were special. But, yeah, but then you drink it a bunch when you're a kid, then I never really drank it after I got out of high school. Did your school have strawberry milk? Or were you not special enough?
There's strawberry milk at ours, but
Wow. Guess we were both special. I was
but
just more
I
special.
didn't really get the school lunches because my family had money.
Oh. That hurts.
No, but my family really didn't, but probably more than yours did. But
I got free lunches
Thomases are Thomases
because our family was poor.
are Thomases are Gerbils in disguise.
But hey, what are you gonna do when you're like your dad works at like a pizzeria and your mom is trying to get through school? 4 kids. Crazy. But did you have your own bedroom growing up?
no.
Okay. At least we're on the par on that one. I had to share mine with my 2 brothers.
Yeah, I had to share with my brother, and we had bunk beds.
Bunk beds are cool. I got the top bunk. Did you get the top bunk?
Yeah.
Really? I'm actually surprised by that. Seemed like a bottom bunk kid to me. Pooping is fun. Yes, it is. Oops, all kitty.
Oh no. Oh no. Thank you so, Kitty. Congrats to Pensky HD. It's just Lynn Astaluna at Keyboard Cat 3. That seems relevant. And Sunny Zoobies. So thank you very much for the kitty attack.
The derpy cup.
Derp.
Derp, 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 derp.
But thank you very much. For anybody that's new to getting subs, like I said, we do have a special chat on Discord with early access stuff. One being, I think we have early access to the podcast. And then right now, though, it's still processing, so it's only 360p. But we do get some early access stuff in there too. So check that out. And you can watch the coffee video now, I guess.
Yes.
Hippopotamuses are Gerbils in disguise. Death to hippopoo-poo-poo-poo.
It's happening to
Gerbils in
Rainbow.
disguise.
She's fine.
It's getting weirder. I saw Silver Quill. I imagine everybody did because he was running a booth in the vendor hall. As he do. He always vends at the cons. I think he has panels, but he always vends too.
I have MP Source's live stream up, and I'm going to ask a similar question asked. Did you run into LB Silver Cold Con? Yes, actually, I talked to him right before I left. I talked to him at one of the party rooms for a while. We signed a lemon. And then that lemon sold at the charity auction for $50, and then the napkin that Dusty used to wipe his face after eating the lemon sold for, I think, 50 more.
Crazy.
Because we were up in the room and somebody was asking about signing stuff, and somebody had a lemon, but like I think they asked about it as a joke about signing, and at a previous convention somebody sold a signed banana for like a bunch of money at the charity auction. Like, just get a bunch of people to sign it and put it in the charity auction. Like, people will buy it, and so they did. They got a couple other people to sign it, and they sold it on stage. So $100 for charity for a lemon and a napkin.
Good stuff.
But yeah, so that was our. So yeah, I did see Silver Coat a couple times.
Wait a minute, Blur. What do you mean you didn't learn anything from my video? My video was very informative. Showed you exactly how to make coffee.
All right, Michael.
Yes.
I think I got this done now.
Okay. I mean, I can't hear it, but
Hold on.
Go ahead.
It's fine.
it's getting a little bit awkward. There we go. Oh no. He needs me to hear it.
There it goes.
Oh, music.
Okay, I'm gonna mute that. So we can.
It's nice music though.
There we go. Okay. There you go, Michael. You're probably gonna echo a little bit so you can hear it, but.
Hippopotamuses are gerbils in disguise. Death to hippo-poo-poo-poo-poo.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's amazing.
So yes. She has a stroke.
She just doesn't have a stroke in the middle of talking about the hippopotamus gerbils. This is what has happened. This is the end result of your madness.
She just keeps saying poo poo poo.
This is the highest form of comedy. Right here. This is all we need in life. Set this on repeat and just stop.
Sounds like it's a song going on.
It's a rap video.
What's going on? But I love it. It's great because we're all on the same page. I have no idea what's going on. We're doing good. I did said while watching Michael, you heated water in the microwave when you have a stove.
It's faster.
It's Michael.
It's faster.
And that was like, he used, I think, enough coffee for me to make for like about 5 to 6 days. And then he used the fancier coffee because I didn't think he was going to use like that much coffee. And I'm like, no, it's fine. You probably use little. And then he goes and puts that much in. And then when he dipped it in the water, it only got enough to, that water tasted so watered down. It was like,
probably need to be in the microwave a little longer. Yeah.
Microwave the coffee? No. It needed to steep longer.
Yeah, but I could have steeped it while microwaving it. It would have made it better. It would have made it the best.
Wait, you need to heat the water? Well, that was, we don't talk about that. We're not going to talk about that video because it's like an aneurysm in video form. It's painful. I don't know why Michael does that to me. But then, like, I go and make him coffee on the weekends. But that now it just means, because I think at one point I wanted to show him how to do that, so if he wanted to do himself, now I don't want to because now I know what he would do.
Yeah, maybe, probably.
I remember reading a story about people just having hippopotamustrosa quiptiliophilia. Xenophobia. Okay, I have no idea. That's a weird word. Some say food is the universal language, but I promise. Poo. Wait, you can use the stove to heat up water? Well, if you have a kettle, and I have a stove kettle. Mm-hmm. For some reason, this reminds me of that. Oh, well, that sounds like an interesting story. Hello, Zane. I like how Argo poured it back into the bowl because it was so bad. No, we need to do our curry video at some point, too. I have most of what I would need to make that work. The audio would probably be not that great, but I want to at some point get 2 wireless lapels. So then if we want to do crap like that, we have good audio for 2 people. I only have 1 lapel and no device to plug it into. So I want to get a setup for that. But a wireless lapel set for 2 mics is normally like $250 to $300 or something decent. So, and
you could make curry. He's right. You have everything you need.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, Sir Edward pointed out you have everything you need to make curry.
I have everything video-wise to record it.
Yeah.
Now that I have the second camera, it's easier. So, yeah.
Were you talking about that curry?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
The Sonic curry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, I thought you were like talking about other curry.
What other curry am I talking about?
I don't know. I thought you were going to do a cooking video. We were talking about cooking.
You have a voice impression.
Fancy French coffee man. So... Oh, this coffee, it's so delicious.
It's coffee.
I drink only the fanciest coffee every day from the gas station down the street. It's so delicious.
Okay.
No.
That reminds me, I gotta play my little game to see if I get free coffee. No, I get coffee from Holiday gas station on the street because it actually is pretty good coffee. Oh, I can't right now. They are
My favorite coffee place is from an Irish restaurant called McDonald's.
no, I like good coffee from good coffee places, but I like the gas station because it's $1.69 for like a large, but if you get the coupon online that basically you can use 100 times, it's 89 cents. That's super cheap. You can't get that at a good place, and it's pretty good. But anyways, hello Dusty Cat.
Yes, hello, Dusty.
Thanks Nolan for my gifts, a sub gift. Well, thank you for showing up. I hope you had safe travels home. Actually, and you're headed out to like PonaCon or whatever coming up now, aren't you? I can't remember exactly when you said you were going to be going out there, but I keep seeing advertisements for it. And that the Pona Fest, yes, that was it.
Yeah, I saw Dusty talking about how he's been doing cons for like 30 years.
Yeah, well, I think all horse conventions.
No horse convention somehow.
He got sick of the normal ones and he went to the cartoon ones.
Yeah. And then I saw, I looked you up and I found a picture of you with super long hair, so I posted it at you.
The one that he posted on Twitter?
Yeah.
That was some pretty awesome hair.
It has some pretty awesome hair rocking.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, at this point, I'm losing so much hair that anything that's a full head of hair is a plus. So...
I was the mullet king.
I had a mullet. I didn't have a mullet. Actually, I had when I was super young, I used to have like a little tail that came in the back, and I still have it. My parents were like nostalgic about stuff, and when I eventually cut the little tail off the back of my hair, they kept it. So I still have it in like a little Ziploc.
That's not creepy.
It's kind of, but at the same time, it's the parents. Yeah, the parents come to kids stuff. But then they gave it to me. Now it's a little creepy.
Can we have the Kirby impression?
You have another voice impression.
Yeah, it's the Kirby impression.
Can we have the Kirby impression again? I don't know if it's charged. You still have that biker vest, by the way. And you've lost a bunch of weight. Does it even fit like almost too well now?
I'm gonna go find.
You're gonna do the Kirby. She kind of looks right at the camera. I love this. Look at that face. She knows what she did. She's wait, that one looked like there. No, that's the face. Then she knows what she did. That's the whole point of the video. She swears. They're all saying their words. We got most of the video done. It's because I got all this animated. I got them waving.
Awesome.
You taking the Roomba?
I'm trying, but it doesn't like
me. He got attacked by the Roomba.
Bucks. Awesome. Darling. Awesome. Apples. Party. Bucks. Apples. Awesome. Darling. Apples. Bucks. Darling. Party. Apples.
From Kirby. Oh, I need to empty that. Kirby is sad.
Thank you. Kirby, live.
It's not going to work because it's not on the ground.
Kirby, stay with us, Kirby. Kirby! Ah! Why? What? Ah! He was so young. he ate everything he came across and was a monster, but...
I smell like electronics. What'd you do to him?
He's dead.
Because you started him on a chair.
It keeps Kirby. I'm sorry,
Put
Chad.
Kirby back. He's hurt.
Dead.
Put it on the chair and lift the chair. It wouldn't fall off. It would move like 3 inches and stop. But he forgot to take his meds. I apologize. It could be a dick or it could be a cock. No, it's she says I have her say it fully. Here.
Party. Apples. Fuck.
So she says the whole word. I've just cut it off before it does because you can't just make the word and that like her say F. It's easier to make the whole word and go with it then.
I know after that con, I have made decisions about eating a little less for a while.
It was actually way thinner back then. I got to get back on my program. When I would see pictures of you like going out biking and stuff, I got to do that too. You have weather that kind of allows you to, I think, bike. I would say year round, but you also have to deal with some stupid heat in the summers. But our winter has been taking a little long to warm up. So today is 52. It's going to be 74 tomorrow, but it's also thunderstorms, immediately down to 49, 38, 43, 48. We're going to finally hit towards the end of this week the weather where it's a little bit easier, but this is getting a little too cold for like doing too much outdoor stuff. But our average temperature for April is supposed to be in the 50s, and I don't think we've really hit the 50s much. Only just now. March, I think, was supposed to be in like the late 40s, and it was not. Like, it's been exceptionally extended cold, which sucks because can't really go out and do stuff. Oh, Shadow. It's funny with the censor. Yes, it is. I find censoring a swear is funnier. If she just said the F word, it wouldn't feel as funny. The beep makes it funnier. And I am going to blur her mouth because that's even funnier. With the intent that right now, Rainbow says here.
Awesome.
But I'm considering having her swear too. Like Fluttershy started something. But I don't know if I will or what.
Pushes in the scope creep just a little bit.
Well, no, because she's already saying something.
Oh, I thought if she said something, you'd have to have them all start saying it.
I thought about doing that too, but I like the idea. So if she swears, it's an extension of the joke. If she says awesome, that's also kind of funny because like she's just like, yeah, but I don't know. I'm not worried about right now because that's further down the line. So.
Have it end with her barfing a rainbow.
Barking?
Barfing.
Oh, barfing.
Yeah.
But we already have Barry.
Barry, yes. She's definitely going to be barfing rainbows.
Yeah, she does it here when she says we can
that get the face. It's annoying face.
We can get the audio. Oh yeah, I had this right.
So how much animation is in this file? How much of it is the animation? How much of it is just stupid faces?
Well, considering that we had to make a whole separate file because we had too many stupid faces in the other one. Here, sees.
I love antifreeze.
She drinks antifreeze.
I love antifreeze.
We also have what's this one? This is this one. Yeah, we have this one.
I like that shirt Derby's
I
got.
need a shirt that eats souls.
Yeah, then I forgot she explodes into gore.
Yes.
No. What else we got here? Oh yeah, there's the. Oh, that one passed here. Where's the other derpy? We got this derpy.
There's lots of derpies.
I love kicking squirrels.
Originally we had it flying, but I didn't save that one.
Yeah.
Then we have okay, we have this one.
Derpy, you're really stupid.
Keep playing
Derpy, you're really stupid.
Oh yeah, and then she's like, woo.
Derpy, you're really
so good.
Stupid. You're really stupid.
And then this one is the one that we made this short out of. Where are those horses?
Oh yeah, toilet.
Oh, I forgot about Toilet Sparkle.
Toilet Sparkle's so good.
Hi, I'm Toilet Sporkle. Hi, I'm
Oh
Twilight.
yeah, then we have the zip and the zip button. Okay. Anyways, yeah, there's a large collection of that. We have a whole other save file of very similar that I just ran out of memory because I had so many goddamn stupid faces in it. I did apply for a panel for Winnie City to basically do stupid face the panel, so we'll see if that gets accepted.
Are you just gonna have like a bunch of your stupid faces, like that you're gonna end up having a file, or?
Oh no. The idea was just like the stupid faces, where you take, or like when we do the request streams.
Yeah.
I want to do as many as I can based on audience requests. So. But I'm waiting to see if it gets accepted because I don't know if I have a laptop that kind of runs, but it has so many problems and it's not trustworthy. And I have a tablet that probably can't run SFM. So it means that if it gets accepted, I probably have to find a different solution to use SFM on the go. I've been considering getting a laptop so that I can kind of work on stuff mobily, but and I've been waiting for prices to drop. And actually right now, they kind of have, so I'm kind of looking into it potentially, but it's a little pricier, but I like having the option to like leave home to stay focused on stuff, which would be really useful. So maybe what do I need to do with her? I think her ears, that's what I need to do.
20 years.
Stupid face compilation. Probably could, but I feel like some of the stupid faces are funny in the moment, or like as they're being made. And actually, we used to do the monotone stories where I would just move the characters and kind of just give them a monotone voice as they just go about doing stuff, and those were fun too. But there's no recording of it other than the live recording.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the better stupid faces will eventually make their way into the stuff that Knightley's doing. So
yeah, and he has like some of the dog one wasn't, but some of them have. Yeah, that's actually the one of the main reasons for the stupid face is to give nightly content. So
yeah,
well, she said,
I'd say the vast majority of the content uses.
She said,
why is she saying?
Because he said that word. She's sending out an SOS.
Yes. It's like sending an SOS to my dad.
Okay, so I think. Okay, so when she goes, okay, we're gonna turn that down for one. When she goes up, yeah, here to here, I can probably have the ears turned down. So face panel step 1, you need your own Michael as a scapegoat. Yes, actually, I did put Michael on the panel.
I wish I had ears that could move. Like I could control them. That would be so cool.
Sure.
Don't you want like ears with muscles in them so that you can move them around?
The whole point of having ears with muscles is so that you can direct your hearing in specific directions.
Yeah.
I don't think humans need that.
But I want cool ears. I feel like it's your fault now that I don't have cool ears.
It's okay, I blame you for weird shit too.
No. There's some people who can twist their ears. I'm not one of them.
Well, if you ever find a genie.
It's the first thing I wish for. It's like, you can wish for anything in the world, and I'll be like, I wish I could twitch my ears. And he'll be like, really? It's kind of dumb. Whatever.
Have you not met the man?
It's like, to be fair, at least I can't think of a way to monkey paw that. So, you know, it's yours.
Because you'd ask the wish of like, I wish to be in Equestria, and they're like, granted, but you shall have no fingers.
Oh, well, yay!
No booping.
What if I have hooves?
No. You just have hands without fingers.
Be a pony.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be a human with no
without
fingers.
That's rough.
Yep. Or every time you boop, the pony explodes.
No. It's worse. It's like 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, but there's so many. I mean, there's like what, millions of ponies? That's millions of boop potential.
It's horrible.
Would you stop you?
Yeah.
Would you not poop at all?
I'd be very sad. Like, so
But no, you didn't answer my question. Would you be sad because you couldn't boop, or would you be sad because the ponies are exploding?
yes, on both accounts. I don't want to explode.
Well, because he wouldn't tell you in your first attempt.
Yes, and the first pony I poop would just explode, and I'd be devastated and traumatized.
And then you'd be like, but what caused this? I need to try again.
It's like that episode of Futurama. You remember the one where you had the picture that drained people's souls?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. He's like, I can't be 100% sure. Here, look at this. And he's like, the soul escapes her body. It's like, the evidence is mounting.
Books honey. Party party.
Is Fluttershy done?
Apples.
I think I can count Fluttershy. What kind of? When her ears are down like that, I'm considering that they're pretty. Like they shouldn't wobble that much, and they were wobbling a bit too much. So now they're pretty stiff.
You're talking about Kerfluffle. And Kerfluffle was a very good pony.
Kerfuffle was a good horse.
Yes.
Party party.
Mainly because the voice actor. The voice actor just gave her a fun voice.
Also, the extra.
That voice actor also in person, like, is basically that's her voice, and
yeah.
she was a guest at it was Ciderfest or Winnie City when it was online, and I watched one of the panels that she was in. It was she was like just giving advice for life. It was like a really weird panel.
It is a special moment when you realize, like, the character who you really like, their voice is just their actual voice. Their voice of the character is just their actual voice. So you can just kind of close your eyes and listen to them talk, and just imagine the horse. And then joy is brought to your life. And I saw that look on your face when I said that, like, no. I'm not
No, I
doing
was
that.
thinking.
But
Apples.
that's dangerous.
Apples. Apples.
I thought once, didn't like it.
Apples. Apples.
Jay Heller says he's argoing everything. I'm afraid of what that means.
Argoing everything in the game he is in. What does that mean?
I mean, did he say aggroing, or did he just...
Yeah,
He
it
just
sounds
changed
like
to
aggroing is what you might have meant.
I could see him aggroing everything.
for the follow-up,
calling it
Atax.
Argoing. Because he's weird.
Also, did I miss Glitchy Bits? Thank you for the follow, Glitchy Bits. Either means there's explosions or he's messing with Michael. Well, aggroing would just be probably like, I remember if I'm aggroing everything in an MMO type game, it was I'm running in circles. I am YOLOing it.
Leroy Jenkins.
I think I can consider Fluttershy kind of done here. I think the only thing I potentially want to add is...
Oh.
He knows I'm watching your stream, so he's not aggroing, he is argoing. Oh, okay, I'm okay with that. That's not a bad... There's worse things that could mean.
Has your name become a verb?
Sure.
Well, that's fantastic.
When she goes to make the fun face, she's just like...
She's so cute.
But she knows. She knows what you did, Michael.
Fluttershy has a pretty cute horse. I put her above Pinkie Pie. So she's not worst horse. That's still Pinkie Pie.
Michael, she knows.
She knows what?
She just knows.
Oh no. Don't make me
You know,
confess.
don't you? You saw what he did.
You know about
Was it bad?
She knows about my spent.
Was it legal?
toothpaste tube collection.
No, it wasn't legal. Was it murder?
It wasn't murder.
Was it murder? Was it theft? Was it heinous?
Yes.
Did it involve ponies?
Yeah, I know.
Did it involve a plushie?
The implications.
Was it a Fluttershy plushie?
It was.
Was it you?
Oh no, you're not. Grimes. She's like, doo doo doo. I'm cute.
I know, Michael.
Oh no. Did it involve a jar? Oh no. Oh. It feels like that's the face she makes when she's been hanging out with like Tree Hugger for too long. She's like, Tree Hugger gave me some very nice spices for my food.
Did it involve a jar? No, it didn't involve a jar. Jeez, trying to keep it PG-17 here.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any most hated pony. I love all of them. There, guys. See you later, Dusty.
All of them except for the stallions.
Apples.
They're kind of gross.
Okay, I'm gonna mark. Well, wait. Let me check the lighting. That lighting.
See you later, Dusty.
I don't think that's
Say
done.
goodnight. You gotta go say goodbye to Dusty.
I did.
Oh,
You're just behind.
I am. I was drinking beer.
Okay, so I think I had redone some of the lighting in this one, and it's different on how I did the lighting in some of the other ones. I think I'm going to need a specific light. We're going to do...
So you still don't. How do you not under? Their snoots are very square. They're all like big and gruff and ugly, and they're not nearly as huggable. You can't hug them. Why even bother? Just awful.
So I want to kind of light her lower body a little bit more here because I feel like it's not getting enough. And this helps, but the problem is I still have a shot that's back here, and this shot is going to be a lot harder to try to hide any potential lights that are hitting the ground. Right now, it's dark. This is way too dark. Actually, I probably should solve that problem first. So that one... What is this one hitting? That's the back building. So apparently I am controlling her light very, very much. So if I move this light to hit her, now she's ultra bright. And that's way too bright. But that's just the nature of that light. This is one of those difficulties when you're playing with very bright characters like this.
I'm gonna argue with your chat.
What? The square snoots make them cuter. It's very geometric. Oh, you triggered the man.
You know what the worst thing about stallions are? They're waifu stealers. All of them.
Good.
Every last one.
Because they intermingle with the other gender.
Does anybody who had like remember like when Maud got a boyfriend and all, like it must have been pretty rough for all the like Maud fans. It's rough. Can't trust them. Not even the Weird Al ones. You think you can trust the Weird Al ones, but no.
I didn't even check the lighting on this one. Did they have eye lights? They do. But I don't think Fluttershy is getting it at all. Nope. So we're going to make a second one. Her eye's just really dark over here. So we put it like this. And we darken it just a little bit. What we're trying to do is just make the whites of her eyes whiter. I did that with Rainbow here, so might as well do it with Fluttershy. And it wasn't much, but it was enough to just make it actually white. I like doing this to Michael.
He's got a cool face. Oh, that's a super cool face. That's smart.
There he goes. He's like me. Play.
So cool.
Play.
How could a stallion's face ever be that adorable? It's impossible.
Yeah, well, look at that one.
It's pretty cool too.
That's what a stallion's face looked like.
No.
Fluttershy doesn't tell us things.
Yes. Poison joke.
Because I think the lighting for Fluttershy here is mostly okay. So my thought is, what was in this shot for lighting that made it work, and why is this shot not the same? So I'm going to just try copying all of these. We're going to go to this one. We're going to make a new group. I'm just going to paste it, and then we'll make a new... I can keep it like this.
If you needed any more proof that science are awful, like the new show, Hitch is the only one of the main cast not allowed to live in the lighthouse. You know why? Because he's awful.
He doesn't live in the... Well, no, because he has a spot in town.
Also because he's awful.
Like, but he already has a house. Why would he move 4 blocks?
All the rest of them moved.
Well, yeah, but they all lived outside of town.
Yeah.
So why would he move when he already lives in town?
Well, if he wanted to, they wouldn't let him because he's gross.
Did they say that, or
I think I remember them saying that.
that means they didn't?
I had like a dream where they said that.
That's actually really creepy.
Hitch has a paid off mortgage. How? He's in his 20s. How did he manage that? Freaking jerk.
Okay, that lighting right there I think is okay, but does that match the lighting from the other ones? Not quite, but it's manageable. What is this one pointing at? It's pointing at nothing, so we'll just get rid of that one. What is this one pointing at? Nothing.
It's pretty crazy for him to have a paid off mortgage. Just the one part of the movie I cannot believe. Like everything else, sure.
He's a sheriff. Who's going to arrest him?
What? Apparently his mortgage is all paid off.
Yeah.
How did he manage that in his 20s?
Blackmail.
How did he become sheriff in his 20s? Who did he kill?
Because there's only 2 people in that office.
Now he killed the rest of them. It's the only explanation. Killed the previous sheriff, stole his money, paid off his mortgage, and took his job. I don't think we need any more proof that he's a monster.
Michael.
Yeah.
Twilight was destroyed the world like multiple times.
Yeah, but she's got super cool. So she's forgiven.
It's like this mare has murdered 15 people. She's okay, let her go. It's like this stallion tripped and fell and hurt himself. Put him in jail.
He messed up the road with his shin blood.
Yeah. Rub his face in it.
Yes.
Okay, this underlight I think is for everybody. So we're going to go over there to them. So the underlight's just about ground bounce, the light coming off the ground. And this looks like I did have a... Okay, get rid of this one. A rim light of sorts. I think this rim light's purpose was around going the opposite side of her. And just getting a little bit of the filling light on this side. I can't use a shadow with anything that's not the main source of light, because then that looks like there's an actual light source there where I'm trying to make everything look like ambient bounced light. So in this case, I have to make sure, no shadows are on. Yeah, it's a bit more manageable. I'm probably going to up that underlight a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to take this underlight and we're going to move it a little bit towards the front. I want to get rid of a little bit of that little dark there. That's SSAO that's doing this. I can see that by turning it off, going boop. And you can see that's how the actual lighting is handling it.
Now you're going into fanfic territory.
Bitch paid for his house from the sales of his calendar.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, he still murdered a guy.
Yeah, but you think if he was able to make that kind of money off the sale of a calendar like that, then he would probably be married or with somebody and then divorced twice. Maybe that's how he got his money.
But it's kind
he married mom. And then they divorced and he got half her money.
Yeah.
Oh, do you drop them? And hella dark tomatoes as well. He probably makes a lot of money from finding people for violating various obscure bylaws.
Yeah,
that sounds right too.
He's draining the town.
Yeah, that's why he's such a Nazi when it comes to litter, because every time somebody like litters, he just charges them like $1,500.
Yep.
He's like, that was a bubblegum wrapper. I get your house now.
Mm-hmm. He's a jerk. Just like all the rest of them stallions.
Okay, I'm a little bit better with that lighting, so we'll keep that one. Now I can mark it. There we go. Bam. There's a greenie.
Ooh.
I'm going to... okay.
That's a cute face Twilight's making right now.
We're going to delete those, and... because she's doing the little scrunchie.
Yes. We are all professional MLP theorists. We're as professional as any other MLP theorists. If that was a job, we're all equally qualified.
There's a whole YouTube channel dedicated to theories.
Yeah, multiple YouTube channels.
Yeah, so it's not uncommon. You know what? Actually, okay, yeah, I did not optimize for this shot yet, so I think I copy pasted the lights in just to have them in there, and that's where I stopped. So, but now, okay, I was curious, does Fluttershy still look okay from this distance? I'm a little weirded out by this little bit of light on her leg. But I think I'll manage. I think I'm okay with that. So the sky, though, is going to be a little tough because I'm working at a bit of a weird angle. So this is probably going to take 2 of these.
Yep. We need to make a Michael theory channel. My theory is that Derpy is now the ruler of all of Equestria in the future.
Also because he's literally the only cop around, so only he is getting paid. Sprout lives by his mom's allowance. He's probably not an actual thing. It's like when you bring your father to work day, and you're like, today you're an honorary sheriff, and like, yay! So he's just a guy that shows up there, and he's not a deputy at all. He's just there and thinks he's important.
I like the idea that he just showed up to like the sheriff's department when he was like 7, and they're like, would you like to be an honorary sheriff? And he's like, sure would. And they put like a plastic badge on him. It's like, there you go. And then he just never left. It's just like, I'm an honorary sheriff. Please. Oh, my nose is bleeding. I'll be back.
Did you just have an actual stroke? Okay, Michael's dying. That's okay. I will vlog all about his trip to the hospital. Well, they're just moving. Apparently nothing. Okay, we're going to try this again. there's so many rarities. They were bases. So all the animating that is done in this shot right here, like there's a bunch of them kind of swinging around, like doing whatever. All that is just animation from previous stuff I've made, but I have to load that animation onto something. So I just used Rarity as a loader. So it's a base that I can pull from. There's a bunch of animation from something I did previous, and I'm just mixing and matching different bits. So if somebody starts talking, I can then throw something in, retime it, something. At this point, the focus isn't on any of them. It's just them making words. So I don't care what they're actually doing. So so it's just like Pinky here is just, that's two different animations from two different things. I think all three of them are. I'm unsure regarding try light on there. A rainbow. I'm probably gonna have to poke at that one a little bit because she seems very stiff for a lot of the motion. But this is from a very old animation. That's from like a 2014 or 2015 animation. So that's just older days. But I really don't care because most people are going to be watching, or because this is the focus. This is what you're actually going to see. Fluttershy is technically the focus. So, but I do have to make sure that my lighting is good. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to copy this rim light. And we're going to, come on. Oh, that's the wrong rim light. Did I paste it in the wrong shot? No, that's fine. Wait, actually. Yes, I did. Okay. So the idea is about just making it feel natural. So right now, a lot of the lighting is coming down this way, but I'm not really seeing any on... I'll probably hide those bases, make it run a little better. On Rainbow, because I would think that the lighting would look more like that for the stuff. So how does it look in the previous shots? Yeah, she does have a lot of light coming in on her side. So we're gonna do that. This is a little too bright, so let's dumb that down. It's gonna hit all of them, but that actually looks okay. Winnie City will have the new voice actors of Sunny Star Scout. Yes, I actually saw that as well. That is pretty neat. I feel like Twilight should be getting more light. Oh, the sun's actually coming from like here. So I'm thinking all of her head is being blocked by Applejack's big head. So... let's see here. See if I can just do something like this. I don't need much, just a little something something. But I need to make it look like it's directional. But also I don't want to have it like completely blow out the white of her eye, because I can tell when I'm shining that light that it's actually kind of brightening her eyes too. I think something like that might be the best I'm going to do. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with that. All right, and now... do this on his rim. I would need something to pop Rainbow out here, because as of right now, there's nothing really separating her edge here, and that helps things look cartoony. So I'm just going to add a little bit of a edge light. Something like that. So now it's got a little bit of that rim coming around that side. Pinky probably can use one. Rarity probably doesn't, but I'm just going to go through and see who could use one. Pinky probably could use one, but she kind of already has one. So if I add it, it's just going to be like on top of what she already has. Yeah, see, this now makes it look like she's being lit too much from that angle. I don't think I'm going to add one to... I could probably add it to this side of Pinky. No. So let's try Rarity. I don't think I can add it to Rarity either, because as soon as I start crossing over this side of her face, it's going to try to hit the very edge, but it very quickly gets flat along the edge that we can see, so it's not going to hit an edge, it's going to immediately flatten across the whole face. So I don't think that one's going to work. And Applejack, nobody cares about. Probably should. That angle. I don't know if I need a rim light for her, though. Oh, I probably could. I think this needs to be more like a main light, though. I think she just needs more light across her face, implying sun. So if I do that, that looks pretty good. So I'll just name this one main light 3. Okay. Which actually, if I go and look in the code, I bet you say it's main light 5. No, it's rim light 2. And then this one is main light 3. Goofy. You alive?
I live.
You sure? No brain damage?
Not this time.
Okay, that's good. Where did Michael go? Michael had a stroke.
No, it's just the air is very dry, I think, or something.
It's raining.
I don't know.
It is raining.
What do you want from me?
You can't say the air is dry when it's raining.
It's dry inside the house. It's not raining in here. So there you go. I'm gonna finish mine. One sec.
We're done. That's liquid. Yeah, this shot I'm gonna probably wait. This one's gonna take a while to clean up. The animation was easy, ish. I think we can let's try to buff up Rainbow a little bit here though, because I'm not liking how she looks. Nobody cares about AJ. Nothing new. I love giving AJ crap. She's one of my favorite characters to work with because, like, Pinky is probably the most difficult to animate because she's just bouncy. So there's so much extra stuff you have to do to make her in character. Fluttershy is annoying to work with because her mane is usually just an ass to work with, and her tail, everything about that parts are bad. Plus, because trying to put her into her T-pose, her wings are normally like droopy. If you go like original Fluttershy, usually droopy. She's always, her normal pose is very relaxed and compared to most. So it's a lot of extra changes. Rainbow is not too bad to work with, but if you want to really stay in character, you have to do more flight stuff, and that requires quite a bit of work. Nice thing you don't have to interact with the ground, but still kind of annoying. Rarity, her mane is also kind of annoying to work with. And the blue on her eyes actually makes animating her eyes a little bit difficult too. So she can be frustrating with her hair, similar to Fluttershy's. Applejack has none of that. Applejack's hair is simple. These two can be a little bit difficult, but really they're not that bad. And she's just such a simple character that just standing there is in character. She's the easiest to animate, and also she's the most fun to make fun of because she's just so simple that, like, you can do little transgressions and it makes it seem bigger than they would be otherwise. So it's just a lot of fun. So AJ is the best anime because she's the most boring. Not just she's the best to animate, she's the easiest to animate. That's a different thing. I think that animating Pinky the way that Pinky does Pinky is you're going to get a result that stands out more. Applejack, if you want to make a video quickly, making one about Applejack, you're going to get less complaints about the animating compared to others.
I feel like Twilight would be easier than Applejack.
Oh, yeah, Twilight's another one. The only thing I don't like about Twilight is it's really hard to get her top main to look right. Because with all these other characters, they're big, mushy marshmallows. Like Fluttershy's can be annoying, but at least it's still a marshmallow. Hers can be kind of annoying because it's not a marshmallow, but at least the bones aren't that bad. Rainbow's hair is the easiest, followed by Applejack. Hers is one of the worst. Not because of the jiggle bones, it's just they are flat sheets. How do you make it look like it's bending and waving with a flat sheet? Like, I can't pull the hair behind her because in doing so, it's a flat sheet that I'm doing. It just her biggest annoyance is that hair by far. And the tail does left and right fine, but if you try to do like forward and backwards, it stretches awkwardly, or you're gonna get I'll show you.
I think out of any of their hairs, I like Twilight the most, though, from a visual perspective.
So her tail, if I just grab some of the bones here, and if I were to have them kind of wave back and forth, did that deselect? No, give me my tail. The back and forth like this looks pretty decent. When I go this way, I probably have to twist a little bit to make it look right. But it's actually not that bad. But if you start going forward and backwards, it very quickly starts getting to this like jagged mess. And you get this little ball right here because this bone is bending at this point. And then this bone is bending at this point, but nothing's really touching this spot. And that is because that is this part right here. The one that's doing that initial bend. So she's just annoying to work with for that regard. But that's most, if you want to have that work right, you would have to have the tail like, this is okay for a T-pose. We need more bones and potentially like sliders to fix things. There's actually a slider on some of them. Does this one still have it? No, did they get rid of it? I got rid of it. There used to be a flex in there called like T-pose correction, because if you take a horse, I probably should at least unlock those. If you take the horse and you try to put them into a standing position, their chest starts to do like this kind of weird collapsey thing. Right in the stomach there, you see, because you're bending it so much that it just doesn't know how to bend there.
Wait, zoom in. Stomach, it's belly.
Yeah, so she's hungry. But that's not the modeler's fault to a degree. That's just that to make it look right the way you need it, it's going to be difficult to try to change it drastically the other way. So there was a T-pose corrector. It was just a flex that would rearrange the bones to better be positioned for a T-pose. So by putting that flex all the way up, you could put them in a T-pose and it wouldn't look so bad. It wouldn't be quite right, but it would look better. These don't have that anymore, and that was kind of useful. It's just to have, so I missed that.
I am filled with the urge to blow a raspberry on that horse's tummy.
That's called sexual harassment.
No, they're like children.
So if you were to go up to some random child,
Maybe not a random child.
well, then who is Applejack?
A good friend.
No, she has no idea who the fuck you are.
Well,
Hold on, I have a good shot for this. There we go. This is them reacting to Michael.
I just want to blow raspberries on your tummies. What's so wrong?
See, they all think it's wrong.
Pinky's pretty excited.
She likes seeing people go to jail.
Somehow I made it worse, yes.
I didn't kill him. I only threw him in the meat grinder.
Oh no. parentheses. See, this is a good. If the portal to Equestria ever did open up, I'd be in trouble. Like, instantly. Running around booping ponies.
Well, it's like if a pony popped up here, but nobody knew LP, they'd be like, "That what is this weird creature?" And then you'd be locked up in a science facility being studied.
Wait, why would I be locked up?
No,
in
if you were in Equestria.
If I went to
Yeah.
Equestria, that's okay. As long as they're nice.
Well, maybe not so much there because at least they're used to talking creatures of other places.
Yeah.
But you'd be like, as long as I can get daily boops.
Yeah, I could just convince them I'm from a faraway land where there's a bunch of like hairless ape creatures.
Do they even know what an ape is?
Yeah, I think they got monkeys. I think I've seen monkeys.
Not sure. Please tell me the censor word Fluttershy has is something silly like peeved or fudge. Oh no, she actually might have been here when I had it on earlier. But no, she says it.
Fuck.
But it's never meant to be heard. I only did it because the only way to make the beep work correctly is if I actually have the whole word and then the beep covers it up. If I just try to have like 15 AI do just the beginning of the word, it's going to sound like just the beginning of the word. It's just going to sound like so.
Yeah. Boop don't rise is the 213. That feels awful low, Sir Edward.
Boop tool rises. It's an epidemic.
The boops.
Because then they all want to boop. And then they all want to boop. And then they all want to boop.
Yes.
And so you're growing a cult.
I don't see how ponies don't just spend their entire day booping each other's snoots.
Because they got to go and like work and eat and make money. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay. Rainbow, I'm going to see if I can pull her hoof out a little bit.
Seems to be something clipping through her a little bit there.
Well, it's just her back mane, but
No,
it's
no. Oh, okay. Is her back mane?
yeah, it was that'll all be fixed later. I'm not worried about that right now. When I copy pasted whatever character I had beforehand, their back mane was at a different location, so it's just messed up. Okay, so I want to have her leg pulled out a little bit because... Oh, not left. Right. Because it just feels a little close.
I'm just whooping. See, Rainbow, it's like, what happened to Rainbow? She got caught in a boop loop. She just booped her snoot until she fell over. It was very sad.
Okay, so she has it up. Okay. I want to make sure, like, the previous shot didn't have Rainbow in it. So her having her hoof at the beginning of this shot does make sense. Okay. So when she has her hoof up, we're going to extend that out a little bit. She's eating it.
She ate her hoof. That does seem like something Rainbow would do. I bet I can fit my whole hoof in my mouth. And she's like, ah.
You know, it actually doesn't look as good stretched out. If I churn her hoof around, come on. And then have it like she's holding it up at first and then changes that. I have a feeling that this hand is off a little bit on positioning. No, it's twisted. Something is really weird in the twisting. Whatever, I'll keep it there for now. No. Just something feels off, and I'm not sure how I want to go about it. So I'm just trying a couple things to see what I come up with.
Why specifically derpy poop? That is odd.
I just stepped in derpy poop. Awesome. Maybe.
No.
We don't know what she's saying.
I'm pretty sure they got bathrooms. Derpy isn't just pooping everywhere.
Well, you saying she doesn't have some mental illness?
I'm saying yes, she does not have a mental illness. She is a smart horse who has a very good job at being best horse. In fact, some say that she is the smartest pony in all of Ponyville. So,
Who says that?
people.
There's ponies in Equestria.
They're pony people.
The pony people.
Yeah. They're people who are ponies. It's just facts, man.
It's Ghost Facts.
Rock facts.
Do you remember Ghost Facts?
Yes, vaguely. Very important ghost facts.
That was Knightley did one with you in the video where you were talking about Ghost Facts.
I love making up like random facts about this completely nonsensical things. It's great. Like Tooth Fairy came and goes into people's houses and licks all the spoons. That's just a Tooth Fairy fact.
Tooth Fairy fact.
Yes. It collects all the teeth so that it can grind it up to put it in milk. That's where the calcium in milk comes from. That's just a fact. Now you know. Now you know. Man, that'd be the weirdest thing ever. If they had like, you know how they have like send a letter to Santa? What if they had like send your tooth to the Tooth Fairy, but you do it through the mail? And then there's just some guy who just collects all the teeth.
He's the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, he'd be the Tooth Fairy. And then he sends back like a nickel for each tooth. But then he just like builds an island out of like teeth. Because those would add up. Probably have a dump truck full of teeth a day. These are the thoughts that I have.
See, what's just funny is you say you have such difficulty coming up with podcast questions, but then you just come up with weird shit like that.
I don't know how to form that into a question, though, exactly. Like, if you were the Tooth Fairy, would you build an island made from children's teeth? I know I would. No. Wow. You'll take your nickel and you'll like it, sir.
What, I love trying to test your memory. What was your question for the last podcast?
No, I'm legit gonna try to remember. It wasn't the Smurfs one. That was before.
No.
I remember the Smurfs one because you got like crazy. Wasn't about the monsters.
Mm-mm. Come on, you got this.
Was it like a kaiju question?
Nope.
Nothing to do with kaijus.
No. Oh, Michael, this was like just before the con.
You know, a lot of stuff happened between then and now. What was your question?
Okay, for one, I just recently edited it, so I think that's cheating on my part.
Oh,
So-
right. Cheated. That's fair.
I did the supermarket spree one, and that's where you ended it with puppy murder.
Right. Puppy murder. Fantastic.
What if we had a game show where everybody just killed puppies? And we're like, Michael, what the fuck?
Wasn't exactly just killed random puppies. They were already slated for death. So it was somebody has to do it. Might as well make a game show out of it. It's awful. Anyway, my question. Did I ask? What did I ask? I legit don't remember.
Do you want a clue?
Yes, I want a clue.
Frank.
Oz? Muppets? Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was Frankenstein a
Isekai.
isekai, yeah. I still say it is.
The agreement was no.
No, I didn't agree to that. I think it is. Because, they don't get the context of the guy's life before he became Frankenstein's monster. But he was a guy, right? Or a lady, I don't know.
But do you know what the
brain.
word isekai means?
It's somebody who
Nope.
wakes up in a new world,
Nope.
right?
The word. What does it mean?
No, I don't know what it means.
Distant world.
He's in a distant world.
No, he died. They brought him back. He never went anywhere.
You don't know that? Maybe his brain was from like...
Well, I don't know that, but now to be right, you're adding context.
Well, yeah. He was from the other side of town. Now he's on that side of town. A whole new world. He definitely didn't die inside that castle. If I died in a ditch and woke up in a castle, that's a whole new world. Right? Right? Like, that's crazy. He's agreeing with me, just want to say it.
No, I'm not agreeing with him. I'll never agree with him.
Crazy little dude, little hunchback, just hovering over me. Like, I thought I had a lot to drink that night, but that would be crazy. Alright.
Yeah, you have a voice impression.
Alright. I'm gonna kick some butt. Okay. I'm gonna kick some butt. I'm gonna drive a big truck. I'm gonna rule the world. I'm gonna rise up, rock, flag, and eagle. Just don't put the eagle and the rock too close together. I'm pretty sure that's probably a crime. Nice to eagles. I'll get the rock. Just rock and roll? I'm assuming these are lyrics to a song that I've never heard before.
I'm guessing truck and up were supposed to rhyme based on the way that you said the words, but
I'm gonna kick some butt. I'm gonna butt and truck rhyme.
truck and butt?
Yeah.
Who trucking?
I'm gonna kick some butt. I'm gonna drive a big truck. They don't rhyme. I lied. I lied to you, and I'm sorry. Oh, it's an Always Sunny quote. I need to watch that show. I've seen a few episodes, but I need to like watch it.
Definitely looks like your kind of show, being that you're in it.
Man, if I was as pretty as
Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
I normally would make fun of you for that, but he's a fantastic man, so
he is.
I can't. And you love eggs as much as he do.
I haven't seen a lot of it, but I just love, I don't know the context, but there's just this one scene where the dude's climbing up the side of a building, and Danny DeVito just has like a 2x4. He's trying to push him down. It's like to his death. Somebody took a crop of that and put it for Lion King, where Mufasa's trying to climb up the side of the mountain. Danny DeVito just pulls out the 2x4. It's like shoves him back off. And that is the best thing that the internet's ever come up with. It's fantastic. Because I think the best part of that whole show is that he lives like y'all. Oh,
Right.
yes. I was thinking about something, but then I saw that face, and I stopped. I couldn't think anymore. Look at her go. She's all happy.
She's like, do you want to be booped?
Yeah. Well, Derpy is real Sir Edward, so that's different. Danny DeVito is a figment of our imaginations. So good. She looks a little like
Michael.
What are you doing?
That is my boobs, Michael.
I'll put
Or
fingerprints.
cloud of boobs.
I will put fingerprints all over your screen if you tempt me.
This face.
Physical face.
How many drugs did you have? The model.
I took everything in the medicine cabinet. I need a hospital.
I bathed in aspirin.
Yum.
I ate all the Tums.
Oh no. I probably
Like,
when I was a kid I used to pop
Are you
those
doing
things
okay,
like-
Rainbow?
They made those Tums fruit flavored. I mean, how can you not eat them? She's like, Rainbow, what have you done? I ate them all. All the gummy bears, they're dead. Oh no.
She sees you, Michael. Michael. Michael, you can't find me. Because she's just like zoom.
She's a maester. Maester of hide and seek.
And she's gone.
She's so talented.
She's like, I'm really fucked up right now.
She did.
Well, she definitely is. I mean,
She definitely ate all the Tums. You can tell.
she's
That's what happens when you eat all the Tums.
Apples, darling, darling.
Just random in her head just pops off and flies a little bit.
okay. That should be fine. Fine now.
Darling, darling.
Okay, wait, no, it's not. She's still doing the
I
face.
do like that face though. That would have been great if you missed that. This would have gotten on so many Derpy Boo pages. Just that face.
Well, I need to get her to be doing the It's so fast that I don't think I'm going to be able to do much better on the lip syncing than that. I spent $7 on to send you this nickel. That sounds like what they actually already do, but they're just legally obligated to send you the check for a penny.
Can't you just put the postage on the like the cost of the postage on the letter? Isn't that a thing? You can just tape it, make the change to the letter. And
Maybe.
they'll actually just exchange for the stamp. I think that's something you can actually do.
I don't know, but that also sounds like if somebody was like, whoops, that guy's being an asshole, and whoops, his package disappeared. I'd rather not deal with it.
Good.
Michael, I think the chemicals in the unwashed Derpy cup are having an effect on you. Probably. I can't even see what's in his cup because it's so giant. I mean, like, I thought this cup was big, but his is bigger.
Yeah, no, I could fit 2 beers in that thing.
I was actually so if you are thinking about it's bigger, if you've watched AC Race Best does his video on during BabsCon, he put out the one for day one, and I'm in the one part of it because I have my big cam that we use for the podcast, and I was using it to just record some stuff. And I had a press badge, so I wasn't a community guest because I didn't get my application in time. So but I had a press badge, so I could just get back there anyway. And so I was back there, and I have a video of him looking over at me while I'm recording, him going, "Whoa!" and then that's when we both started recording. And so in his video, you see his side. I have my side too. It was just a funny little thing. I knew that I was going to run into him at some point, and I knew the first thing I was going to say is mine is bigger. He wasn't recording at that time, I think, though.
Yeah, that is what he does.
Or he's just...
He always vlogs the cons.
He's always vlogging, but he always just has an energy that never leaves, and so it's just funny. He's a fun guy. I think I am good on Rainbow now. Oh, wait.
That's a phrase I thought I'd never hear you say.
Okay, so Rainbow leans her head a little this way. What I'm going to do...
I do feel like you've put more time into animating Rainbow than any of the other characters.
Because I feel all of them kind of work as they are. Other than I had to fix Pinky's legs a little bit. But Rainbow just doesn't feel like she's done. Like there's something I need to add to her. She just doesn't feel... All the others, it works with what they're doing. She doesn't. And so that's why I'm fixing it. Like Rarity and Applejack don't matter. You can't see their faces. They can get away with being kind of basic. Pinky was the only other one, but hers actually turned out pretty good. So I'm good on her. Though, oh no, her eyes go down. I'm not so happy about Twilight there, but I think Twilight's fine because she's mainly hidden behind the other behind horse. But Rainbow's the one that she's the loudest and she's the best, so we can put the most effort in her.
Well,
but no, I want to. Her head is doing a little sideways thing, and I think having her whole body lean a little bit that way might help with that. So we're going to do a quick test of that first. So I need to unlock those. We're going to grab her pelvis, and we're just going to do a quick little... Okay, not her right hoof. Yeah, that actually adds a lot of characters. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to move her a little bit sideways like this and twist it a little bit. And now we're going to make sure that all the legs match up.
She does have a lot of legs.
She's got legs. Wow, I can actually go higher again. I couldn't go that high like a couple days ago because the con...
You were all saying.
Yeah, but I just couldn't hit high note.
Get your whipper legs. Rainbow's wild, but they don't fall down.
Can I get away with not... I think I'm going to have to stretch the legs a little bit. Otherwise, it just feels weird. So let's stretch that one a little bit. We'll condense this one a little bit. And then this one would then condense a little bit. Okay, and now I'm going to try something. This is going to be messy. We're going to grab her pelvis here. And we're going to say before this move and a little bit less, maybe carrying a little bit over, we're going to have her lean into the turn. And then I'm going to have her lean out of the churn. Okay, and I'm going to grab her head again, and we're going to give her a little bit more oomph on her move here.
Awesome. Yes. So much awesome. wish I forgot horse tax.
I hope nobody forgot tax. That was like a week ago.
I got very close to not getting mine in time.
You did?
I did get it in time, yes. I got very close to not putting it in time because I lost very important documents, like only a few days before they were due.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
I missed the days where I could just get my mom to do my taxes for me, and all I had to do in turn was pay for her game of bingo, or night of bingo at the rec center.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very adult.
She did my taxes, and then we went and played bingo together because that's what she wanted to do. And because the way she did taxes was the way I thought I would have to do taxes, where you go to the library, you get the forms, and then and all that mess.
Oh, back before digital stuff.
That's back before, or at least I knew about the digital way of doing it. I think TurboTax was already a thing, but like it was newish.
No, I remember that too. My parents helped me with tax stuff, but yeah, it was pretty new.
Yeah.
We came into taxes at like the absolute perfect time.
Mm-hmm. Because I'd hate to do it the way my parents always used to have to do it, which was just a lot of envelopes and collecting tax forms from either. They always did it at the local county library, but I think you could go to the courthouse to get the forms too. But it was a big old mess.
Actually, when I had a bit of a problem with because with the editing nightly is an IC, and because he's paid for his work, and so tax wise I'm like, I just have to have this form in by January 31st. I knew that, but it was like January 30th by the time I actually looked into it. And so I'm looking into the forms, and I figured out that you have to submit it to the IRS by the 31st, and using their form, you cannot use any other form. And the e-file method, to apply for something would take a couple days to process, and getting a form would be also a difficulty. And I'm like, like I think I actually can't get this in time. I found a way to send an e-file that was fine, but I had a panic moment where I'm like, next year I'm going to do it a little earlier.
Worst case, you can always file for an extension.
Yeah, but I'm now messing with somebody else's taxes, not mine. That's where some of those extensions get a little bit difficult. But I got it figured out.
No, I almost got drove because I misplaced my W-2, but luckily my work kept backups, so they were prepared for
Michael
employee nonsense. Yeah.
It's not the best animation for Rainbow, but at this again, it's going to be
She's
blurred.
way more animated than the other characters.
Well, yeah, because it's Rainbow.
Yes.
But she's just saying awesome, awesome, awesome. So that's mean there's an excitement with what she's saying. So.
Mm-hmm. When are you going to animate
Texas? You come very close to accidental tax fraud. Not tax fraud. I just would have missed a deadline, and I'd rather not have to deal with that. But I got it in time. TurboTax has a method to submit that form through their business side of things. But like, if you think that the normal TurboTax is nice and clean looking, you go to the business side and it's not clean looking. It is like very much older forms that are very utilitarian in their execution. But I found you go through a couple different menus, and I found a way to do it, and then I was able to e-file it early. But that's why I started my taxes January 30th then, and I got most of it done by early February, but then I just didn't touch it until mid-April, mainly because I knew I was going to have to pay in, and I'd rather just not have to pay in to the last minute. So I waited until about 2 days before filing deadline, because all I knew how to do is go poke a couple things and then just send it in. But
I think the rough thing for me is TurboTax won't let me do like the basic with my stock stuff. I have to pay for the one up from that.
Next year, I'm going to go back to have somebody do it, because it was just it takes so long between like you as Rent and YouTube and Twitch and all that other stuff combined together. And it's itemizing things and ensuring that things are categorized correctly. And it took me forever to figure things out correctly and to put it in correctly, because just TurboTax keeps it simple, but the problem is some of your questions are complicated, so then they want to charge you another $100 to talk to somebody, and at that point I might as well just pay a little bit more to physically have somebody do it all for me.
Yeah, somebody who
time wise I would have probably would have been saving of money to just have somebody else do it. So has anyone seen Sonic 2 yet? I have not. Some of our friends have, but I have not, and he hasn't either.
This is correct.
Okay.
It is a movie I want to see, but I can wait.
I think Denise and some of the other guys saw it while we were out.
I'll wait for it to hit DVD then. Sure, it'll only be a couple months.
We'll see.
I think just saying DVD is starting to make me feel like an old person. Like, we're gonna go watch it on VHS.
Not DVD. You can wait till you can rent it on YouTube.
Yeah. See, that's the young person thing to say. I was saying the old person thing.
I want to go to Blockbuster and get myself a VHS cassette tape.
Don't get a VHS. That's for fools. The new, better format is Betamax.
I knew you were going to say that, but it's not new and better. They came out at the same time.
It came out a little after. And it was better.
Nobody cares, Michael.
It's better.
How's it better?
It had better picture and audio.
Okay, and what shortcomings?
It wasn't first, and everybody already had a VHS player by the time it came out. It cost more. It was basically Blu-ray.
I watched a whole thing about Betamax, and there was more to it than that. VHS had some significant advantages, and Betamax had better picture, but when it came down to it, people didn't care about better picture at that time. They just cared about usability and all this other things. And so VHS won out because Betamax just... It was taking like Laserdisc. Laserdisc had great picture, but it was just too unwieldy. There was too many other issues.
Crazy expensive.
There was expensive, but VHS would have been when it first came out because it's an adopter's fee. So Laserdisc never got to a point of being cheaper, but it had great picture quality compared to most. But also took so long to actually have that technology kind of work out that DVD kind of already started popping in, or CD or something.
Yeah. I always felt Blu-ray was never going to really take off, and it never really did. Like, a lot of people had Blu-ray and Blu-ray players, but...
It was a battle between Blu-ray and HD DVD.
Yeah.
And so I think it was the PlayStation had the Blu-ray, and the Xbox had the HD DVD. But HD DVD had some shortcomings that just never worked out. Blu-ray was the significant platform.
Yeah, but I think far more people even... now have DVD players compared to Blu-ray players. If you bother with any, I mean, in the end, streaming is one out. Any digital formats have one out. But.
Well, because if you have any type of a disc player or any DVD player now and you buy it, it's going to be a Blu-ray player. You're going to be hard pressed to find just a DVD player. And the PlayStation I have there plays Blu-rays. I bet you the Xbox plays Blu-rays. So. Plus, it was a very cool name. No, yeah, you're looking at the world from what you have. There are plenty of people that still would buy Blu-rays.
No, I think people buy Blu-rays, but they cost a little bit more than the HD DVDs. And really,
no, you can't buy HD DVDs anymore.
Really, they're gone?
No, they've been gone forever.
Oh.
No, they've been gone for a long, long time. Like I'm actually unsure. How many people here even know what an HD DVD is?
I thought they still made things in HD DVDs. Oh.
Discontinued in 2008. It existed for 2 years.
I'm sorry, I'm old and I don't pay attention.
That's 14 years ago, Michael.
The last thing I bought was a copy of Hocus Pocus on Blu-ray. That's the only Blu-ray I own is Hocus Pocus.
I thought you were talking about people owning a DVD player, but you're talking about HD DVD. You weren't just wrong, you were extra
I
wrong.
own one Blu-ray, and it's the best movie ever made. I want everyone to know this. I'll put a spell on you, and now you'll...
See Final Fantasy 13 2 on PlayStation versus Xbox. Oh, was that a difference between Blu-ray and well, the original Xbox though it still had a normal DVD player. If you wanted HD DVD, it was an add-on. I don't know if it played games through that, but it was this whole separate device. It was really goofy. Double layer Blu-ray. Yeah, the thing is, I still don't. Can you get a Blu-ray writer, or is it still just DVD-RW that you can do? At this point, even though DVD writer is stupid, because most TVs and devices will play from a flash stick, and that could have way more on it and is way cheaper in terms of read-write repetition than a DVD player would be.
Yeah, the only reason...
It's crazy expensive. Yeah, but... Yeah, I don't see a use case for it anymore. Like, I don't have my keys on me, but like I have two little 32 gigabyte sticks on there that is probably not much more than what a Blu-ray might actually hold. Maybe a little bit less, but they were just like $6 or $7, and you can use those as much as you want. Those Blu-ray writers, and you can put it in anything. That's weird.
It would be a cheap permanent storage for data. Maybe that's the only thing I could think they'd use them for. Yeah,
but you could get a hard drive that would be more reliable for a long term.
I mean, it's going to be hard to beat the reliability of a solid DVD.
That's what a hard drive is.
Well, no, it burns it in. Like legit, it's physical. Yeah,
but do you want to every time you need to look something up keep swapping out discs?
Well, no, not every time. It would be more for like, this is data I'm never going to look at again, but I want to have on hand anyways.
Okay, but now you have to make sure you have a Blu-ray player for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And that it hooks up to whatever computer it is that you're plugging it into.
Yeah.
There seems like there's a lot of flaws here.
People do like tape drives.
No, tape drives are different. Tape drives are for sequential backups of an image of a system, because you can have an insane amount of data on a tape drive, but the problem is you have to read it from beginning to end. So you can put like 160 terabytes on some letter, like I can't remember how big, but I've seen some enormously big dense ones, but they're just because we're going to take an image of the entire system, dump it on the drive, and we're going to hold that to the side for a certain period of time and then rotate through them. I've seen some like these data racks, these huge things. They have mechanical arms actually go up and grab these out and make them work. But they are.
I still have CDs upstairs that I have burned into them, saved games for video games I never want to lose.
Yeah. Oh, the new tape produced by these industry giants has a capacity of 580 terabytes.
Mm-hmm.
That is nuts, but it's because you don't have to worry about random read-write. That's where things get complicated. But if all you need to do is make an image of a system, and because it's just saying take the entire system, copy it to this drive, and if something catastrophically fails, we can just take that hard drive and it's just going to read from beginning to end and copy all of its contents back onto the server to replace the one that's there. And now we are where we were an hour ago or something like that, or yesterday. Because at that point, you don't need random read and write. You just need it to dump exactly what the system was at that time. That's sequential. So they can be insanely fast at and condensed in that type of function.
I feel like they could be easily damaged, though, compared to a DVD or a Blu-ray.
Why?
Because tape.
No. It's well, you can see the same with a hard drive. It's got multiple discs and a little head with big metal spikes on it.
Yeah, those things crash all the time.
Not all the time. You can, as long as you properly shut it down, you can wobble it around and you're fine. As long as you're not literally throwing it at the ground. But no, tape drives are fine. And most applications, you're going to have it in a room that is just, it's going to be doing the auto thing anyway. You're not touching it.
In my opinion, all data should be chiseled into stone. like a cave person.
In my opinion,
Yes.
no. Under 580 terabytes is going to eventually become like 10 kilobits pre-2000s. No. We're getting to the point with like certain transistors and stuff where like a lot of data compression now, it's no longer about trying to cram more zeros and ones into a specific area. It's about trying to find ways to cram the more data in, but using algorithms and stuff to do it. Like a lot of drives, you have like SLC, MLC, TLC, and QLC, where it's about single, multi, triple, and quadruple layered, where it's like shingles. They're over layered on top of each other to try to save space. Or you have there's a video I think I want to double check.
They were just trying to invent the letter 2.
I think Wendover did a video about it. Yeah, so Wendover did how cell service actually works, and they go over how like the waves that you're sending out work. So it's not just about like certain waves going up or down being 0 or 1. They started like calculating partial waves and dividing those waves into certain pieces based on the modulation of that wave, so that the wave itself is containing, like a single little wave can be interpreted into like multiple different data bits. So they're taking the same wave and they're just finding ways using algorithms to break that wave into smaller and smaller pieces. So we're going to get to a point though where even algorithms are going to run into an issue. For instance, there's I forgot with computer programming what they call it, but it's where you start trying to determine how long something is going to take a process, and you would say like it'll take n iterations. So it's going to say or n squared. So it says for every one thing, it's going to take n squared number of iterations to complete, and type of thing like that. And they figured out what the equation is for sorting and or sorting a list or running through a list, and like what is the absolute most efficient you can be at it. We can't get any more efficient than that, and I think we're getting to a point too with like data compression where we're squeezing as much as we can into a place, but then we're going to get to a point of, well, now our algorithms can't even get any more efficient to touch it. So then how do you want to stack it? Do you want to stack it up? And it's going to be interesting to see. Or are they going to change it completely? But right now it's using zeros and ones. What if we can find a way using like quantum computing to start storing 2s and 3s and 4s more than zeros and ones?
Oh, crap. Not 3 and 4. We're not there yet.
So it's like, what if you can store multiple states of something? The only reason they use zeros and ones is because as transistors start failing and they start taking in less voltage, they're not passing into the range of another number and giving you false data. It says if there's any charge, it's a 1. If there's nothing, it's a 0. So what if we can start doing 3 states? That's what a lot of quantum computing is, where you can have like an up, a down, and a superposition, because quantum is weird. So whatever, it's some goofy stuff. 25 layer dual layer is 5 gigabyte, double layer dual side is 100 gigabyte, and the LTO tape is $60 and 12 terabytes. Yeah, but because without the random read and write, that really hurts a want for a drive like that. 3 states, blasphemy. It is, but it is fascinating. But even though quantum computing is interesting, its use cases are specific, they're going to be super fast at like neural network processing, but in like normal day-to-day computing, they might not always be actually any faster than normal computers, or it might actually be slower. So they're kind of a specific use case, but I'm curious. But I think we're going to start running in a thing in like probably 10 years where we're going to start, how we can't condense any data anymore because we're hitting physical and algorithmic limits. And now they're going to try to find some other way to do it instead. So we'll see. Or a new material that might let it condense further. I don't know.
Technology peaked at the Pentium 4.
No. Technology peaked when you were born.
That's right.
And everything stopped at that point.
The greatest console ever invented was the Nintendo.
You said Super.
No.
You're even going a little too far forward.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're going to be all done today. It is past 9. So we are streaming on Sunday. As far as I know right now, we're going to be playing Barotrauma. I thought there were some other games that were coming out. with updates, but that's not until next week. And Pony Game is coming out on the 27th.
Yep, Wednesday.
Yeah, so we'll see if we may try to stream on that Wednesday if the game comes in.
Yes, it's
We'll have to see.
pre-ordered. Should be here.
So yeah, we'll see. But anyways, big O notation. I was just watching something where they brought all that up too. So remember when I got a 30 gigabyte hard drive, I thought, no way I'll ever fill that much. 3 months later, I got to clean up my hard drive. I have a 24 terabyte RAID, and I think within the first month of me setting it up, I filled up 4 terabytes. I was a little backlogged, but it filled up. And I think like what we take 800 gigabytes of footage when we were in California. I still have to go through it and probably get rid of a little bit of it. But yeah, if you want to record like high quality 4K stuff, it starts eating up data real quick. But let's see who else is on. We got a bunch of people on.
Got Jay and
Let's see.
oh, he's playing Elden Ring.
Yeah.
That makes sense for the whole aggroing.
Yeah, and Hero Strand's on, but it depends. You know what? I'll ask. So we got these 3. So who do you guys want to raid? We got Jay Holler, Hero Strand, and Fiora. Fiora's doing the Dungeons and Dragons. Look, Hero Strand's doing some Halo. He's a VTuber now, and Jay Holler is being boring.
I want you to find some random kid. With
I'm always concerned on that
0
because sometimes you
viewers.
get some weird kids.
You would get a weird kid. You'd absolutely get a weird kid.
Very excited for the Endworms of Blunt Force Trauma. Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably die a lot, and I think most of us have forgotten how to play. Oh, there's a new Fallout Pony streamer.
I have to point him at all my mods.
There's a Fallout Pony streamer. Who
Yes.
is that?
Please rate him.
Do it. Well, it depends if he's on or not.
Is he on, Nolan?
Okay, well that is. Oh, I click here. Good. Are they on? Ashy Arts Pony VTuber. Okay, well we'll take a look for a sec. How many? Gotta have 5 people there.
Yeah, 5 whole people.
We can do that. Okay, this lady's on fire. Oh, that's Adobe. I saw that yesterday.
I see one of my mods.
Okay, we're not giving them free ads.
What?
Well, because everybody's seeing it. It's one thing to watch ads, but you know,
Adobe needs.
We're gonna do ad stream. All we're gonna do is watch ads now.
Yes. Can they?
Oh,
can
no,
we
she's
watch
wet.
Can we watch Arby's ads?
No. Does she have the meats? I don't know if she has the
She
meats.
probably doesn't have the meats.
Okay. Oh, that's a pony. Oh, they're playing a pony game.
It's not Fallout 4.
Yeah, this is a different pony.
Man,
Okay.
I'm getting close to another level up already.
Yeah, we can head over there. Why not? Why not? We'll do that.
Yeah.
So, let's see here.
It's a bad poem.
I
I approve.
want to make sure this is like you're not getting some screaming kid.
No, they put effort into that whole.
The VTuber stuff is complicated. So yeah, we'll head over there. And it's follow it, it's pony, and that's good enough for me. So let's see. We're gonna go to Kitty for the thank you. So thank you very much, everybody that supports and does the thing. I appreciate it very much.
Tell it down. Little pip mod.
Let's see here. Thank you very much for the cheers to Null and Void, Soul Kitty, Jurassic, and Sir Edward. Thank you for the follows to Mito Hayashi. Did I miss that one? Oh yeah, this is 6 minutes ago. Thank you very much. I just missed it. Ataxi, Glitchy Bits, and Didarath. And thank you for the subs. I know that Dusty gave a unique sub, and then I think the gifts were from Nullen and Soul Kitty. So thank you very much, everybody, for the support. I appreciate it very much. We'll see you on Sunday. I'm gonna stop rolling. That's annoying. No, that sounds weird. No.
See how excited she gets.
That's what I was gonna check.
She's super excited. She sounds super excited.